Good evening, everybody. How is everyone? I hope you're all right. I've got Max with me tonight. Matt, yeah, he's that way. I've got Max with me tonight. So
Who's going to leave me on the sideline for a second and bring me in or something?
nah, can't be bothered with all that. I've literally, as I was just saying to you, I've literally just got back, got off the train, been to Tower of London today, so I'm absolutely knackered. I've just got through the door. I just ran off and got a glass of wine quick. All right, let's
Blisters
see.
on the ankles.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see who's in. So we've got Santa Claus in. How you doing, Santa? We've got Mr. JR reselling in. How you doing, Mr. JR?
James, get your ass on in now, mate.
Actually, I spoke to James earlier when I was at Tower of London. So Tam and Belle are in. How you doing? Everyone's saying hello. We've got my mum in. How you doing, mum? We have Joan in. Yeah, Joan's saying hello. James, Tam and Belle. Who else we got in? We've got Tam and Belle. We've got Porky's in. How you doing, Porky? Hope you're well. Let's get through it. We've got Amanda.
That's a new one.
We've got
Yeah,
Amanda
they
in.
commented on my videos earlier, actually. Do.
Did they? Got one of your videos. Don't. Don't. Hi everyone. Sorry, I was in deep conversation with Holly. She was asking me about prison, and if they have toilets, and she explained the beds are not comfortable. There you go. Now then, Amanda, hope you're well. Is this the real you or the hacker? Yeah, because Amanda got hacked, didn't she? Her Instagram got hacked.
What, like Sarah's did? Did they start posting stuff about like?
I don't know whether they started posting stuff, but she's had to set up a new Instagram. So she had 2,000 followers that she's had to start from zero again.
Mate, it's criminal. The thing is, I think Sarah got up to 3 or just over or something. She was proper buzzing about it. Like, she drafted. She didn't just get it easy. Like, she took her a good fair few years to get there. Basically around cleaning, and I think it was like Gibson's at home or something like that.
Yeah.
And they hacked it. And then the only way she found out is that her sister messaged her and said, "Have you just won loads of money or something?" They posted a post to make it look like she invested in something, and she got like 10 grand back. And they managed to Photoshop her what's it called, profile picture, change up the front of the page and stuff, and then had that as their main post. And
I think I remember when that happened. I think I remember that.
She said that they can't do nothing about it. Like, she's literally, I don't know what Amanda's doing about it, but yeah, you have to. All they've said is, but they haven't said anything. She couldn't get through to anyone to say anything. But when she Googled it, the forums were saying not much can be done. You're just going to have to start again. It's like, nah,
that's madness, isn't it? That's a madness.
Yeah.
You got Sean in. How you doing, Sean? JR reselling as the warden giving you phone access.
No. Only one call a day, innit? Or something like that.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, phone access this evening. Please don't let anyone know, and the reason I had to stop the lives. Rich is in. How you doing, Rich? My daughter Jade's in. My eldest. There you go, Jade. How you doing, darling? No, she's saying it is her. He won't be coming on. He's in London. Reckon he's still driving back. I literally got into my car at Angwin at about 5 to 7. I walked through the door just after 7 o'clock, so that wasn't bad timing.
Mate, you're committed, mate. You're committed. Because if that was me, and this is where I fail in respect, I'd have been like, I can't do it. I can't. I'm literally 5 minutes away from home. It's about to start. Like, I've got. Yeah, fair play to you, mate. You got.
I was falling asleep. I fell asleep on the train on the way home. They broke into my phone and took a photo and put it on as my lock screen and me like that. Like outrageous. Evening, Antoinette. How you doing? I said like Rich.
They used to do it for Facebook when Facebook first was massive. People started to get on Facebook. I remember my younger brother's generations. They used to steal people's phones, not steal them, but take people's phones and frape them. They called it frape, and they just post loads of mad stuff. Like,
We've got PvP, and how you doing, PvP? Everyone's saying hello. If he's not live in 2 minutes, I'm going back. I'm live, don't worry. Oh, no, it's just jumped on it.
You sure you're live though? Because I can't see it that it's live.
Yeah, definitely
I'm
live.
positive, mate. 100%.
Definitely live. Everyone's saying hello to you.
Hello.
Gillian.
Julie
Hang
B.
on, because it jumped, and now I've lost where I am. Yeah, there. I'm caught up. I found it again. I found it. I'll tell you what, I like the Tower of London. I ain't been there since school, and I loved it. It was really good.
What was it like though? Was it busy, like, or was it
It
doable?
was mental. Oh no, it's
That is-
doable. Like there was a massive queue for the Crown Jewels. The only bit you can't video or take photos in is Crown Jewels.
Got arrested.
But like watching the guards do their thing with their guns and their marching, and that was really good. Dave's in. How you doing, Dave?
Dave.
We've got Elaine in. How you doing? We've got Ian in. How you doing?
Yeah,
I met Ian at a car boot sale the other week.
You've been busting out the booties, haven't you?
Yeah, my daughter's been loving them, so she wanted to go. So I've been going up and doing them with her. So it's been good.
Enjoyable, man. The thing is, if it's nice weather and stuff, it's a nice little social one as well. For me as well, you get familiar. I don't know about you lot. I know you go to the same boot sale a fair bit, but because I've been going to the same one in my local area for so many years, you get familiar with people that have got their stalls all the time, or even just buyers. It's a social event as well. I like the banter. I like the energy.
I mean, the last one we went and did was Apps Court Farm again, and like we met Sean, we met Paul Chop, met Michael X Gov, we met Ian J, met Pete's Theme Parks and Toys was there as well. It was about 5 or 6 people I met. It was nice. Hi, evening, Debbie. Debbie's made it this week to the live, which is good.
Nice.
Let's try and whip through. God, I'll tell you what, this is jumping. Hang on, we've got Helen as well. Evening, Helen. We've got Kristin, a rural squirrel. How you doing? We've got Rich Secret Carper.
Oh no.
Got loads of people in.
It might be a bit of background noise. Apologies if there is.
That's right.
Because there's people walking past. I didn't tell you, Rich, didn't have time because I jumped on and like you had 2 minutes before you had to go live. Then you buggered off and went and made a coffee and left me sitting on my own. And then you tell me just bringing me in straight away.
I didn't make no coffee. I didn't make no coffee.
Well, you got a wine.
Yeah, mate.
I'm out of coffee as well. I've got a bit of water.
No, I had to have a wine after that day. Nice. Oh, nice.
Neracritis from the White Mountains of Crete.
We've got Paul and Marie in. How you doing? Just want to make sure I ain't missed no one. We've got Aaron in. Jilly, Chris, and Dave. We've got Stacey in. How you doing, Stacey? And Stacey, if Stacey's there, I'm sure Vinny's there. How's your week been? Have you been buying stuff and selling stuff?
You talking to me or the viewers?
Talking to you. There's no one going to talk back to me on there.
Just here for the watching. Mate, no, I'm not going to lie. Like I said, I was going to tell you, but you left me on my own.
Sorry, mate.
I'm not in the UK. We are on our first holiday abroad for 8 years, man.
Oh, you're abroad?
I'm in Crete. I'm
live in so-and-so.
Yeah, boy, that's why my face will burn and my back sore, and I'm busting out the lingo and the t-shirts and the
nice. I wonder why the foreign water.
Yeah. No, I'll just shop in them foreign shops. Keep the budget nice and thing.
Internet.
Halfway in, mate. We've got about 3 days left.
Yeah.
But yeah, I couldn't believe it when Sarah said that we had been away for 8 years. Obviously, finances, COVID, all that stuff. I've been away, UK holidays and stuff, and I don't mind them. To be fair, saying that, now that I'm here, I don't think I could go another 8 years without going abroad. So I'm going to try and make a goal.
It's been 5 years for us.
Mad, isn't it? Do you think 2-3 years or COVID and stuff? So
yeah, so it's nice to have the odd days out. Like today up London, it was nice, but like I could do with a couple of weeks away, definite.
Yeah, no, we needed it, man. Definitely, work was getting on top of me now. But I've been buying. We sold. I don't think we've sold anything while I've been away. I don't even know if Sarah's put the thing.
Have you still got it on, or did you put it on holiday?
So I don't know. I don't really have nothing to do with it, mate. I let Sarah deal with it. She does all that. I just wanted to inspire her to get her motivated to do it, and then when she got the bug, I can just take a back seat and then just go out buying. I do.
Yeah.
I don't get me wrong. I list stuff and do the drafts and do the research and stuff like that. But when it comes to and I package it and I ship it. Actually, what does she do?
No, you do everything really.
Yeah. What did she do? But it's been. I've noticed that it's not a massive amount. I mean, there's people on there will probably go, "Is that it?" But it's like an average of 9.
Mm.
I think it's a week or two. It might even be 2 weeks. 9 every 2 weeks or something. I've noticed because when I go and do the Hermes drop, I've always got about 9. I think I beat that record the other day, and I couldn't believe it because the shop geezer give me back the token thing. It was 10, and I'm like, "What? I thought it was 9 again." And he's like, "No, it's 10." And I was like, "You sure?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I went back, checked the eBay, and it was like there was 10 sales. Nothing major, but just boot sale buys, man, and loft stuff. We're still going through our own stuff. That is the bulk of the stuff that we're buying. And then every now and then we'll chuck on something that obviously we've picked up. Boppets, mate. I've been finding boppets for 50p.
I was on time tonight, Chris. I was on time.
Yeah, cut some slack. He's been to London. He's been down in the old smog.
Been down the smoke.
If you go and blow your nose from going to London, you get all the black
That'd be
bones.
black. I mean, the thing was, it's nice because, like, obviously my son's he's joined the Air Cadets and that, but like they had the big warship. Is it the HMS Belfast up there opposite the Tower of London? So that was all up there and that. But it was really not. It was nice to go up there. How you doing? Just cracked a cold one. Nice.
London's a nice place to go to visit. And when I first met Sarah, obviously Sarah's from London, and she lived in Camden when I met Sarah, and her mum and dad. Yeah, she lived in Camden, Chalk Farm, and then they moved to Kentish Town. Well, Sarah's mum and dad did. Most of her family are up in London. And I used to say to them, the locals used to drink in the Grafton, or meet them in the Grafton because they love the sauce, should we say. And, I used to say to the locals, "I want to move down here. I want to move down here." And this was like 10, 15 years ago, wherever it was. And they're like, "Max, just grateful that you can come down here, have a good time, then bugger off and leave. Because if you live down here, you wouldn't be saying that." And it's true. It's a nice place to visit, but it's a rat race, mate. It's like most places are rat races these days, but London is another level. It's madness.
I mean, that's the thing. I wouldn't want to live up there, but I do love to visit. And like we used to, when we did have some money, we used to like have the odd weekend away in an Airbnb up there, which was really nice. I enjoy going up for the weekends and doing stuff, you know, Madame Tussauds or some of the museums and that. But living up there, I just couldn't. Because we met my stepdaughter up there. And she's up in Essex, and it's literally half hour on a train for her, which was good.
Yeah,
about an hour and a half, 2 hours for us.
It's about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Yeah,
for
us, 45-minute drive for me.
Is it?
Yeah,
that's not too bad.
Nah, it's all right. And the thing is, where Sarah's mum and that used to live, you get down to Apex Corner, the roundabout. I think it's called Apex Corner.
Yeah.
Follow the A1 all the way down, past by. I either come off at South Mims, or go straight all the way to the bottom, like I say, Apex Corner, one left. It don't feel like you get to the end of the A, or that part of the A1, and you come off, and in 5 minutes you're there. It's minor. It's not that bad, and I'd much rather drive than get the train. When we went to work there the other day, I was telling you about before we went live. Me and my colleagues went down there, experiencing that train drive, man, early hours in the morning and then early evening. If I had to do that every day, man, I couldn't. I don't think I could do that every day. I suppose you get used to it, but yeah.
So you're not going to any car boots tomorrow, then, Max?
I'm going to Google it, mate. Hey, I'll tell you now. I found my shop. There's enough stuff here that I can buy. So this is no right. I'm looking at 2 rubber dinghies. I'm looking at 2 Lilos, 2 inflatable footballs, and we didn't pay for any of these because when people leave the hotel,
when they go, they leave them, don't they?
Well, the first family that we chatted to on the first day we got here, they left us like one. They said the kids a ball and 1 Lilo. And then the second day we woke up and we're like these little apartments, and we walk out, and when the cleaners are cleaning out the rooms, people that are left stuff, they chuck the Lilos or they put them by the bin.
Yeah.
And they're all inflated still. And we went up to the cleaners and we're like, "Are these going in the bin?" They're like, "Yes, take." So I've been taken. They charge €20 for 1 in the shop. I've got 6. I'm going to sell them.
Every time we used to go, because when my son was young and that's daughter was young, like everyone used to say, "Oh, we're going home tomorrow, so do you want the
Yeah.
inflatables?" I mean, they used to end up with like tons of them on the balcony every time we went as well.
Yeah, we'll do the same. We'll do the same. We're literally just going to leave them down there. I made a bit of a boo boo. I said to my son yesterday, I was like, sometimes doing good deeds can backfire. And he was like, what do you
Nice.
mean, Dad? And I was like, well, I left the apartment yesterday morning, and there was like it's called a step A. You know, for a newborn baby, you get like the little yellow submarine things where their legs go in the little net.
Yeah.
But it was immaculate, obviously, just laying by the bin. So I picked it up and took it down, and I said to Sarah, she's like, "What you got that for?" And I was like, "Well, I don't want the people to chuck it." I was like, "There's got to be a family with a young baby or something." She's like, well, "Go and look around." 15, 20 minutes later, walking in 27, 30 degrees, man, just trying to find someone that wanted it. And I'm just like, I went around like 3-4 different pool areas. I'm like trying to speak like the lingo, or at least try to get some sense. People didn't know what I was saying.
Have you
In the
hired a
end,
car or anything out there?
nah, mate, I don't trust myself with that. I might get a quad for like day on the second from last day, but just for me and Mason maybe. But I don't know. There's nowhere. I don't really want to go anywhere, mate. We've got it all inclusive. We've got a really good deal. Basically, coming to a little bit of money, and say a little bit, it's like $2,000, which is a lot for us
Nice.
at the minute. And rather than save it, which we was going to, Sarah brought up, and normally I'd say, no. We're saving it because we're always scrimping, always saving.
Yeah.
And she said, we ain't been away for 8 years, Max. It's been 8 years since we last went abroad. And when she said that, I'm like, listening to my colleagues coming back. My colleague Steph, she's going abroad like every flipping other month, even if it's just for the weekend. They went to Italy for like 4 days the other week, got it for like 60 quid
Nice.
or something. But I just thought, nah, we're going to do it. We're going to do the holiday. Got the all-inclusive. And then Sarah's mum was going to come along when she found out, because Sarah's never been abroad with her mum. So we said to her mum, come along, because her dad can't fly because he's got these blood clots or whatever in his legs and shit at the minute. Sorry, language.
Right.
When she went to book, the day after, we got our holiday for 1,600 for a week, 7 days, all inclusive. Her mum was being quoted 2,300.
No.
How can that happen? How can that
That's
happen?
ridiculous.
Madness. I said to her, just get a flight and just stay in here, but I'm glad we didn't.
So when did you book it? When did you book this one?
Literally about, I'll have to ask you, it's probably about 2 weeks before we went away.
Oh.
Yeah.
How long have you been out there?
We left Tuesday. So we fly back Tuesday.
Through.
Yeah.
Nice, Nice, I'm shocked. I'm shocked you're in Crete. The Wi-Fi is better than it is when you're at your house.
I'm not on Wi-Fi. I tried it. It cuts you off every 2 minutes. So that's why I said I wanted to get on first and test it.
Yeah.
Mason and Mia in there. They're using Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi is all right. But as soon as other people start using it, just dips in and out. And I didn't want to just keep dropping in and out. So, ladies, gents, people, I'm getting charged £2 a day for using my data roam, and the least you can do is use a super chat and give Rich £2 for that. You know what I mean?
Max is trying to get his money back. Cherry's holiday video. Please subscribe. Get her into double figures. Go and check Cherry's video out and go and give her a subscribe. Definitely.
Cherry.
And Max as well. Subscribe to Max's YouTube and also go and check his Instagram out. Definitely check his YouTube though. He hates it when I say it, but his editing's amazing.
I'm gonna take it now because I've got to be proud, and the thing is, Rich, I often put myself down, man, and I always I limit what is it called, limiting beliefs and shit. But I was talking to someone the other day, and there's like, how long have you been editing? I was our apprentice. So we got this guy in through. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of the Kickstart scheme. It's only been this year. The government, the DWP, what's it? Some working pensions, whatever it is, job centre place. They was doing this thing. It's government run, and it's Kickstarters. They're trying to get younger people into work and stuff. And this, we thought we'd entertain it, so we started going down to the job centre, promoting what we do, blah 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 blah. We took on this young lad. I hope he's not watching, Jake, bless him. But he's an animator and an editor, and he studied that, and he's done it at college, and he's got his little qualification or whatever, but he just couldn't get a job. So he's coming. I thought he'd be teaching me stuff, but I'm teaching him stuff, and I've never been taught. I'm self-taught. I've never been taught.
I was self-taught with editing.
But he was asking me the other day, he's like, Max, it's like, how long have you been editing? And I was like, only a few years. And then when the conversation started flourishing, I'm like, actually, that's rubbish. I was editing at the age of like 10, 11. Because whether it weren't editing on a computer, but I had an old JVC, my dad's and my mum's old. You know, the one on your shoulder.
Yeah.
You put like this little thing on your shoulder. Well, it wasn't even a big one, but it was big enough to put on your shoulder. But it was like a handheld cam thing.
Yeah,
And I
like
used to
the
be-
old Back to the Future one.
Yeah, you put the cassette in the side, and I remember making videos with my mates and that, and I'd like camera tricks at that age. It was just push button press, record, stop, start, stop, start, whatever, and I'd be like, right, hold that apple, and I'd get my mate to stand there holding an apple, and I'd be like, right, you're going to get this to disappear, right? When I count to 3, it's going to disappear. 1, 2, 3, and I'll stop recording. I'm like, don't move, do not move. Stay completely still, and I'd go up and pull the apple out of his hand, and then quickly run back.
Oh, look who it is! There's another foreigner.
Jesus! Oh,
I've been told, right, that Max shouldn't put himself down. Your videos are amazing, Max. Just to let you know.
See,
is this really him?
yeah. I don't know how he got in. They let anyone in.
In prison. I'm in
They let
prison.
anyone in nowadays.
That's better than the prison that I've been to.
Yeah, well, this is me bunk bed. I'm on here. This is me on a night. I'm on here. This is me here.
Don't get your head stuck. Do not get your head stuck.
Oh no, please get your head stuck. Get your head stuck.
And then this is my outdoor facilities out here. You want? Oh, mate, goes for miles. Have a look at it in here.
Oh look! Oh, lovely. That's perfect.
Just do your walking up and down.
Do me jogging in there. It's beautiful.
You all right?
Yeah, good. Thank you. I'm currently testing my PlayStation.
Oh yeah, you mean you're playing games?
Playing games.
Yes.
Yeah.
Working really hard.
You've done all your work already. I know you have.
I've done all my 10. Yeah, this is for tomorrow, so I can have tomorrow off. That's why I'm working extra.
Max, yeah, that's the point. If you're all inclusive, how comes you're drinking water?
This is what they drop on. I don't drink, mate. I don't really drink.
No?
I asked for a spice rum and lemonade on the first day. They have no spice rum. They've
Really?
only got dark rum, and they made me this bloody rum and lemonade. I swear to God, it tastes like paint strip, and I dashed it in the bin. And I put coffee.
A lot of places out there now. There are 6, even on all inclusive. There are 6 drink limit, isn't they?
This one, mate, there is no limit.
Per hour?
Yeah, per 10 minutes. No, but in the Balearics, it's they've changed it to a 6 drink maximum limit, even if you're all inclusive.
I've seen people walking up because they get these little cardboard, the cup holders. They dish them out of the bar, and the bar. We've been sitting by the same pool every day, and mate, it's relentless. The bar opens, I think, about 10 o'clock in the morning, and there's people waiting for it, mate. Do you know what I mean? I'm up there. They've got lattes and cappuccinos machines on tap in the restaurant.
We don't need that, Max. We don't need that stuff. We don't need.
I think that's where I'm going wrong, because I have about 15 coffees a day. I don't even think I've got ADHD. I just think I'm just
well done, Amanda.
To be fair, Max, I didn't think I had ADHD because where I grew up in Kendal in the Lake District, and Kendal is famous for Kendal mint cake, which is just basically a bar of sugar. We grew up on the street where the factory was, and what they used to give us as kids, they used to give us bin liners full of mint cake. Because of all the cut-offs, all the break-offs. And I'm talking a bin liner full of sugar.
So you had breakfast, lunch and dinner at the same time?
Oh, mate, I was like this, going, woo! Woo!
Running up the walls.
Honestly.
Yeah, to be fair. I think Catherine could have something to do.
And then my mum went, I think we're going to have to stop him with the Coca-Cola because that's what's doing it. To this day, she still doesn't know.
Did you see Elon Musk got the most liked tweet ever, didn't he, from putting that out there, because he said about buying Coca-Cola and putting the cocaine back in.
Yeah, that's right. I saw that the other day on a video.
Yeah.
I didn't know he ended up with that Amber Heard as well, didn't he? He was with her.
Yeah.
I think he paid 350 grand of a original thing that she the money she was going to donate, wasn't it?
Sarah told me about that, yeah, because it's comical, man. I think the whole thing's theatrical. I think I'm not saying it's all fake.
Put myself on mute. One sec.
He's obviously playing with his games. Nice. You have to find a drink you enjoy. Paint thinner's not on my list. No, definitely not on mine either. In support of JR's schizophrenic nature, I'd like to say how nice it is to see my favourite 5 to 6 people live again. Buy the merch as the content's gone. Yes, Sean. Oh dear. Yes, it's good to have you on, Max. It's good to see James as well. Bit of a shocker. Bit of a shocker. Yeah, I've been out to London today. So you're not booting tomorrow. So you're not booting tomorrow, Max.
No,
Hi,
but I,
James.
like I say, I found a shop that is like.
Oh, he's got the JFJ going.
What's that?
He's got the JFJ going.
Oh yeah.
He's getting the old scratches off of discs.
Oh, is that what it does?
Mm.
What?
It repairs discs, like scratched games and stuff like that.
No way! I didn't know that existed.
Yeah, you can't get
How
out.
much do they
They're
pay for
like rocking all shit as well. You can't get hold of them. They're they come in every now and again, but then they're just sold out straight away.
Yeah, I ain't surprised.
But yeah, they're really good things. You know, I mean, if you're into media and that, and you buy loads of media and you want to repair it or DVDs or whatever, it's the best bit of kit you could get. Elon is a wacky
Charge a
guy.
service as
He's
well.
rich. He's eccentric, not crazy.
You could start advertising, couldn't you? If people have got games out there, they was going to dash because they'll
So,
ruin
yeah,
that.
some people do. Some people do. They sort of give the service.
Yeah.
Tam saying Becky has a fledgling channel too. Go and subscribe to Becky as well.
Is that Becky? Which Becky is that?
Becky buys, sells and plays. There you go.
Yeah, the Becky. I thought I was about to say this, right? So you said you went to the boot sale the other day and you met loads of people. I was going to say there's a lot of resellers that are in your area. The only other reseller that I know in my area is Becky. So Becky.
Oh, really?
So I met Becky and her other half, Patch, at the local booty way before I was putting up. It was Patch, her other half, that said I should actually put some of these on. No, he said he put some on YouTube or whatever because he noticed my GoPro. And I weren't going to do like a buying and selling video, but I was going to add it into an upload, into an edit. And he's asked, GoPro on the top. He goes, did you do YouTube or something? I was like, yeah, I do. He goes, what sort of content and that? We got chatting. But yeah, Patch the retro
I've
game.
seen Patch the retro gamer. I've seen him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen his channel.
Yeah. I'm sure that's the same Becky. Am I right? Am I completely off script here, or is that the right Becky I'm talking about? Hopefully.
Everyone, no, not to me, Debbie. James is the one with the machine.
Send them all to James. James's address at the minute is which prison you in, James?
Cell block 12. Is my mic working?
Yeah, I can hear. Yeah, I can hear.
Sorry, you should have muted me. I'm on my mobile. I've got no control, so if I get loud, that's what I was saying. The disc repair is quite loud. Sorry.
That's all right.
But Sarah just said it's not raining still.
So what you do there, Max, just so you can see it, inside there you get different pads. So you get like the sanders. So you'll sand it. So you'll sand it because basically what you're doing is like the surface scratch. So you'll use like a soft sander or a deep sander, depending if it's like a kid who's got scratched it or if it's just light scratches. And then after that, you use like a fluid which goes into all the gaps, and it kind of.
What fluid are we talking about, James?
Good fluid. This is good stuff. Honestly, this stuff. You have 2 drops of this in your mouth. Oh, jungle is massive.
Can I tell you something else that works though? I'll tell you something else. Did anyone else used to put toothpaste on discs and then let it dry, then rub that off?
Yeah.
PvP saying.
Did you say
PvP saying, James, do you use the official Easy Pro fluid or cheaper?
Did you say discs there on toothpaste on your discs?
I don't know what he was saying then. Probably not.
We can put them on discs as well.
Yeah. Oh, Becky's saying, yeah, that Patch he's her worse half.
I don't know about that, Becky.
The official. Of course, I use the official. Or do I do the classic mum and dad? Do I buy the cheap ketchup and top it up inside it?
That's what they do in the restaurant down here with the tomato sauce. Oh, I'm shouting.
You know they're doing it. You know they're all doing it.
So is it just you and your lot out there?
When I used to work in a cocktail bar in Scarborough, honestly, they used to pour half the vodka out and put water in it. Absolutely.
Oh, no.
I don't doubt that they do that here, or any all-inclusive. The thing is,
I think most of them water it down.
They will, yeah, they will.
Even the
But they do.
juice.
I've seen a lot of people getting Coronas, like bottles of actual beer. That's what. If I was a drinker, when we stepdad and that come away, they always stick to the bottles, and they open them in front of you. You get the bottle of Corona or whatever it is they do. But yeah, they
You
do.
had the beer with the tap, though,
I had the
didn't you?
tap. I had one beer actually. I did have one beer only because I wanted to look hard when I was walking around a restaurant because they got them in steins.
Max,
There's all the
that
bodybuilders
like
walking around with
8
beers.
was that at 8 a.m. this morning when you were like tanking it up?
No, it was at 7:30. I went down to freaking put my towels on the bloody.
Yeah, to put your pet towels on the bed.
Yeah, beat Germans because they beat me to it. No,
Yeah, I haven't done that for 5 years.
Will always win.
yeah. No, they've actually got a sign. It's actually illegal. They say not illegal, but it's not.
Well, yeah, if you put your towels down there too early, where we used to go in Gran Canaria, they used to come down and take them off.
Oh, did they?
Yeah,
I
but
just
we
sat down-
used to go running. Me and the wife used to go do the jogging tracks. We used to go running about 6 a.m. Put the towels down, and hopefully they were still there when we come back, and they was. So we just jump on.
My mum made me bring my own towel from home when I was 14 to 16 and never touched my towel. So
Oh dear. There you go. There's Patch's channel.
I don't know. Just
Max
to
does
give you an
like
idea,
these,
it wasn't playing. It wasn't
hang on.
playing before, and now it's all fun playing the game.
Nice.
How much you pay for it, James? Was it a lot of money?
Couple of £100, wasn't it?
Wow, we. I was about to say, go and check my YouTube out. The content. No, it's not there anymore. I got it throughout lockdown when like it was like everyone wanted to be a reseller, and like Wheeze and everything was booming.
You're right, Jason.
I think it was an Amazon pickup. I think I got it off Amazon. I think I paid $240 or $230 for it. I might have even paid less than that, but it depends on the seller. On Amazon, basically, what you've got to understand is most of the sellers on there are like us, like they're resellers. So some people just want a quick cash in and cash out. So yeah, I think I paid like $220, $230. But if I wanted to resell that now, I could get 300 second hand because they're just they're like rabbits. Yeah, so this game here that I fixed there, that's Apocalypse.
Yeah,
that's £20 game. So
nice.
not bad for someone that wasn't working.
The money you can make from it, man, it's mad, isn't it?
Well, that's the thing, you get 10 of these £20 games, it's paid itself off. I was saying to Richard, I was
interesting. Hello, mate.
I was going, I'm going to go and sell it. And then literally I was like, you know what? I need easy listings on my eBay store just to kind of have a bit to boost it. And then I was like, I'm stupid to sell that because you're going to make more money just by having it. Even if I don't sell media for a year, even if I sold it for 1 month and I focused on media, you get your money back.
I think something like that, James, is only going to go up in value now, isn't it? Like you say, because
the thing is, you can't get them, and when JFJ get them back in, they're sold out like straight away. It's ridiculous.
I mean, you think
so
discs are
hard to
going
get
to be a
hold of.
dying breed? Discs will be like discs. It's not going to be too long. We're almost there anyway, isn't it? I remember trying to get rid of just CDs and stuff. I know games are different because you've got the retro gamers and stuff, and there's always going to be a niche for that. But there will be a time where they stop making that stuff, and won't be. There'll be no discs.
You're right. If you think right now, Netflix, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, in the next 10 years to 20 years, that people ain't buying that media, so it ain't clogging up the systems anymore. So yeah, you are right. In the next 20 to 30 years, all these games are actually going to be really worth the special because there's no way of them developing them because all the tools and all the kit's just not there.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, like the hardcore geeks will upload it on different ROMs and drives and all that type of stuff. But to you and I who want to play it because we want to reminisce in childhood, you just have to pay extra money for it.
Yeah. Defo.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, it's good to see you anyway, James. I mean, I see Rich earlier. I see him quite a bit because I see his videos. Now, I don't really go on Insta. I do pop on there every now and then, but it's not my thing. Nothing's my thing.
Man, I'm probably not even on that at the moment. I'm just getting my head down, just trying to do full time. I've been doing it for 6 months now, and it's just, I think the one thing I just don't understand is like how time consuming having your own business is. So that's why I've had to just strip back from everything. Will I always be off YouTube? Will I always be off Instagram? Will I always never do lives? Probably not. but I just needed to go back to basics, just so that, you know, I can pop on now and then, and then if I need to jump off, I don't feel I have to be like, if I want to be.
Yeah, it's no pressure. The thing is, that's what I was saying to Rich. He's committed. I said to him earlier about coming back on the train. For me, I couldn't. It makes me feel a little bit anxious, thinking like every time I come online, I'm not going to lie. People may think I'm confident at, and they have all my life, but I'm actually one of the ones that was least confident when I was younger and stuff. And even now, confidence it's not always the main thing. Like for me, and even coming on live, 20 minutes, half hour before, even an hour before, I'm starting to get a bit anxious and thinking, oh my God, the pressure, rah, 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 all this sort of stuff. And I'm a guest. If I was rich and I had that commitment every single week, or, you know, I don't think I could deal with that because of work, because of life. It just takes over.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Because I could do all this all the time, I don't get any work done. That's the problem.
Can you mute me until you see my face again? Just because
just kick it off. I've had enough of him already. The viewers don't.
Yeah,
want to see
I'll mute you.
Bugger off, James. No, I'm joking.
Oh, like Sean's put, people will never forget the first video they saw by Rich. I know many keep trying, and I've heard therapy helps, but few forget. Sub to his Instagram, Richie Rich Star. Thanks, Sean.
Well, I've got to go and have a look at it. Oh, Dave, can you do me a favour? Go on your Instagram, go to Rich's Instagram and just.
Right now.
Oh, where are you going?
We're going shop.
Where are you going? You're leaving me.
Going clubbing. You going clubbing, Sarah?
Yeah, we're going clubbing.
Good girl. Oh, yes. The family's going out clubbing. Yes.
Where are you going? Seriously,
We're just going to go to the
though?
shop.
Can you get me
They're
some-
leaving you. They said you don't drink. You're boring. They're going out on the Raz.
Yeah, no, to be fair, no,
Even the kids are going out for the beers and the vodkas.
Mason can remember the one time he's seen Sarah drunk, and she said on the way back from our walk earlier, she was like, "That's pretty good. The fact that he can only remember me being drunk once, because we're not."
Yeah.
None of
I threw up all up in your car.
Yeah, I don't remember. I was probably drunk
You
at
was
the time.
no, you was driving.
Oh, I was
back.
driving. I wasn't drunk. Definitely wasn't drunk.
Nice.
No, I don't want anything really.
I'll have some beers.
Get back, or you can get me one from the.
No,
we
they're
get
not. It's
How you
not.
doing, Steve?
All right, I'll see you back in a bit.
Definitely quitting on the Blu-rays.
Yeah,
I'm glad you're away on holiday. I'm glad you've got an holiday.
Man.
Mate, it's so hard not having one. And say we've been married 5 years this year in August, and that's the last time we went away was our honeymoon. It's like
Hey, that was ours. Our honeymoon was our last time.
yeah.
No way, that's mad.
Oh, hang on, he wants to come back on. He wants to talk.
And
There you go.
we haven't been married 5 years. It's only.
Oh
Been
no,
about
not
2
me and
years.
you. No, we've only been married a couple of years.
I was about to say, well, you know, we had 2 kids together, but you know, it's
Well,
all right.
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Dropping the kids off at the pool is not having kids, all right?
No,
Matt,
that's a
Matt,
different thing.
Have you seen me me cinema room?
Oh, he's got his cinema room as well. He's got a massive gap.
Is this your gaff?
Mm.
Nice.
My
Yep.
cinema room in there.
This is what it's like when you made it, isn't it? That's
I've
what
even got. I think-
This is why everyone. That's why I laugh at everyone who goes, "Oh, I've got storage units." I go, "I've got them downstairs, mate. They're all down."
he's got about 3 rooms.
Yeah, that's sick. That's sick. That's mad. What? That's So
That's
all
just
for you.
one room.
Nice.
This is what you don't see when I do Saturday Night Lives. This is like the real graft.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, decent. No, it's good. The thing is, yeah, lock up. I've said to Kev because Kev's got one, and it's mine and his really, and we lose.
Oh yeah,
money.
I've seen you go to the lockup.
Yeah, and I said to him like he don't care because he's sitting on quite a bit of money. Do you know what I mean? Because I've had to work hard. Not saying he hasn't, right? I'm not saying
Yeah.
like I'm not taking it away from him, but because he's sitting on quite a bit of money, he don't care about chucking a couple of £100 or whatever it is. Do you know what I mean? On anything. Whereas I'm like looking at it as a business, and even though it's not my business, and I've got Kev started and I've got Sarah started. Sarah's not got no outgoings other than time. Whereas Kev, he's got outgoing, and I'm like, Kev, what are you listing this week? And he's like, well, I've put a couple of things on. I was like, just look, I'll go down now, take loads of photos, give me the eBay access. So he let me sign into his account, and I've been doing bits for him as well because if he was weighing up how much he's spending on that unit, like he ain't making money. He's not making anything. He's in the negative. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
But that's the thing, like, you know, that's why James is doing well because he's doing 10 a day now. He's smashing out 10 a
Yeah, I
day,
see the
and he's-
pod. the
and
podcast,
he's
man.
getting it done. He's getting it done
Oh,
early.
shit. 10. He was on
Yeah, he's
5,
doing
wasn't
10. No, he's doing 10 now.
he?
and
Decent.
he's getting more family time, which is what it was all about, really. And
Yeah.
you know, he's smashing it. And when I was doing 5 every single day constantly, I was getting good sales. Now it's a bit sporadic. Some days it's 1, some days it's 3, some days I manage the 5. But
Okay.
like, because I'm a bit sporadic,
Sorry to cut you midway, but are we ready? It might not load up.
I hope it loads up. You just cut Rich up. I hope it loads up. Otherwise, we're gonna bloody cut this.
Bill's channel is going fairly well. Please give her a wee sub if you like.
Oh,
Yeah, definitely. Oh, look at that. It's working.
Sorry, Richard was. I'll come back to where Richard was. He was saying he's been sporadic, 5 a day, listing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You'd heard. I know you'd heard that one. But I've got about 100 golf clubs I've got to go through, so I'm going to start getting them listed and get them on. And
Well, Rich, to make you feel
I used to love that game.
What is it?
Doom. I used to love Doom.
That's one of my first proper games on the PlayStation.
The original one, though, if you played that too long, it made you feel sick because of the colours and it was just weird.
Right, how about, do you remember on the first PlayStation, the first little demo, you know, the T-Rex just walking on the black background and you could control it? Did anyone in the chat remember that? Or anyone on here remember that? And I remember for hours, and all it was a black background, a T-Rex dinosaur, and you could control it. It could walk, but it weren't actually walking because there was no background to give it the
Oh, look at that, Jurassic World.
Nice. So is this, how long would it take, James, to do a disc? That one you just done, how long did it take to do that?
So when you're sanding, it's anywhere between 10 and 20 seconds. Because literally, like, it doesn't take long, and then I use the cleaning solution for
transgender activism.
So I always use a soft sander rather, because you get 2 sanders, you get like a hard one or a soft one. I use the soft one because I don't want to be brutal because obviously, like, you don't know how long a life they are. So I always do a soft sand for 20 seconds, and then I use the solution for 2 minutes. So 3 minutes, if that. And then I also then use like a glasses cleaner at the end, optics cleaner. And then I clean the disc of all the rubbish that it's picked up. And then I then shove it in the console. But I'm quite lucky because this is it's a PlayStation 2. It's backwards compatible because these are all PlayStation 1 games. Hint, Grand Theft Auto there.
Oh, nice.
I picked all them up today. I picked all this stack up for. Now, you think it was a lot of money, but and like a lot of people looked at me and went, "What? As if you paid that." I went, "How much do you want for him?" And he went, 30 quid. I just whacked 30 quid to him and walked away because I knew that this game here sells for 30 quid plus on its own.
Oh, nice.
So I knew my bread and butter was there. I was like, and that's why I'm silly not to be doing games, because I did games when I first started reselling.
You've done really well on games and consoles and bits.
Well, if you look on my Instagram and go all the way back to the beginning, I was selling Wii bundles at 150, 160, 180.
Yeah.
That was every day that they were going out. So
did you see the Global Thrifters latest video? The things, the Polly Pocket things they picked up, man.
Hi, Paula.
Cool. No, I've never.
Yeah, the boys on tour.
I've never.
Max is in Crete.
I've never. Well, we'll time it now, Max. You can get your watch out. So that disc's that you can't actually see it. It's a bit scratched. But if Richard puts me on mute again, we'll time it. We'll actually.
How you doing, Lee? Evening all, cooking a pauper's meal. I spent all my money on wood for the tax shed. I did see that. See that.
Richard.
You want me to mute you?
Mute me and then we'll go for it. We'll time it.
Okay, let's do this. Hang on. There you go.
It's definitely charges for service, man. You could charge what? What would you charge, Rich, if you was going to do it like this clean? Have you Googled?
I mean, some people do charge it as just a service, but like obviously,
you can make a wage out of that, surely.
It's all right if you've got people near you, I suppose. But if you've got people posting it into you and then you've got to post it back, it's costing them probably more than it's worth.
Charge it. It
depends. That's sanded already. Now he's going to polish it.
Just need some nice little background music.
That was probably only cost him 20 grand. You're probably right, Debs. You're probably right. Everyone sounds like a Lee.
Oh, there's a shop here, Rich. I found, like I was about to say earlier.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a shop, all wooden items, mate. And when I say,
Oh, I knew you'd like that.
mate, they wouldn't let me record. I started recording with my GoPro. And I'm going to make a sick little edit from not massive, not been recording much, but I got a couple of clips, especially
Yeah.
out in the water. But yeah, the woman started telling me off. She's like, no photos, no photos. I'm like, what?
Really?
Yeah, couldn't take no photos. But you've got like, oi, James, if you can hear me, you know that Cobra that you said that you liked of mine that was like that big? I shit you not. They've got like it's as tall as Mason, and it's exactly the same Cobra. It's got the same carving on the back, so it must be like I don't know if it's handmade even, because it's so similar, so identical. Sorry, not even similar. It's exactly the same massive scale of it. It's like 500 quid.
Wow, that's nice though.
And they've got everything you can think of, and then you get around the corner and they've got loads of like big penises, right? And then like I go, Mason, come here. It's like, put one in his hand. I was like, stop handling all these cocks. And he's like, the first kids are at the age now. Oh yeah, they're noticing things, and like going past this kid, they're not shy around here. The Greeks, they've got like statues of people like doggy styling and all this stuff, and towels just all over the place. I'm like, cover your eyes, don't look that way, don't look that way.
So Jason saying he bought a PS3 for £3.33 last week, tested it and it works. I only noticed it's a 60 gig model, backward compatible. Nice. Like a cake addicted chihuahua, she's attacking crafting with boundless energy. Sub to her adventures, Bell's Craft Corner. We've got Babs in. Evening, Babs. How you doing? Amanda's house was in Forwards, Preston up north, 18 grand. Wow. Yeah, you couldn't buy a shed down there for that, that's for sure. Even the beach huts are about 30 grand just for a little beach hut down there.
Oh yeah, they've got them in Clacton and that, and even down there, I think they're quite expensive. I know Jaywick and that is frowned upon by many, but when I say to people, "Yeah, I've got family down in Jaywick," they're like, "Ooh, Jaywick," but mate, there's like a private beach that we go to. It's on her back, like literally walk up my nan and granddad's back garden, cross one little pathway, boom, you're on the beach. And we only found out that our neighbours, bearing in mind we've been living in our new house for like 3 years now, because we was living in a maisonette, like a 2-bedroom maisonette, for 9 years with all 4 of us, and obviously cramped in, but we got used to it. But yeah, we're real small place. But we had this house now 3 years, which is amazing. Not going to knock it. Neighbours are great. We talk to them, but we don't really talk to them that much. And we found out before we come away, because they went away for a couple of days, like, oh, where'd you go? They're like, Jaywick. We're like, what? You went to Jaywick? And they're like, yeah, I know, it's frowned upon. I was like, nah, mate. I was like, don't even. I was like, I've got family down there. I know it is a bit of a rough place if you go down a wrong turning or whatever, but there's some beauty in it as well, man, because it's coast. It's one of the last UK coasts.
That one's working. Look, he's done it.
Nice. James, mate, start charging for that. I'm telling you, get them to post it. You send it back. They can even pay for the return postage. Do you know what I mean?
Becky's just saying there are places that do it locally, Max, like CEX and Game. They charge about £2 a disc.
Oh, that cheap? I was going to say 5 minimum.
It's true PvP. £3.33. I would say he's probably bought 3 things for a tenner, Paula. Oh, there you go. Look, there you go. I was right. 3 things for a tenner. What's this? PvP saying doggy styling. What? Some a more wholesome version of the Crankies with loads of plush but no wild sex swinging scandals. Tam and Bell sells.
He had a little meet. Tam did with was it Derek?
I saw him. Tam and Bell met Tap Peddler, Derek, and his partner.
I haven't seen the video yet, but I did see the post.
Yeah, I think his partner's Ali Evans. I've unmuted you. You're unmuted. You've been unmuted for ages.
I reckon you can thingamajig. I reckon if you had like 3, the hack, if you were to do this as a business, you'd have about 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah.
And you'd have them all cranked out. So you basically work out that you're doing 1 every 30 seconds. So if you're doing it £2 every 30 seconds, that's how you do it.
But would you want to be doing that every 30 seconds, though? That's the thing. You start to feel like you're working in a factory.
No, because it's like a factory job at that point. No.
Yeah, I'd do it. £2 every 30 seconds. Yeah, too right, I would.
Richard, you don't even get out of bed just for a break.
But I would for that. I'd just sit there, just put one disc in, take one out, put another one
Richard, you
in,
have
another
to
one out.
think
Up
you
your
have to
left
think
disc in,
get
your
bored
left
after the
disc
day.
out, your right disc in.
Exactly.
Anyway,
Make a little dance out of it, and it'll
anyway,
go.
in,
whilst-
out, shake it all about.
whilst we're live, Max, I don't know if Max has heard if the news has travelled around the world, but Richard is a broccoli boy. He's a broccoli boy. He's a broccoli boy. He's
Yeah,
a
Max.
broccoli boy.
Have you ever seen the Island Boys videos?
I'll tell you what I have seen of the Island Boys. Are these them guys with the weird hairstyles? I can't
Weird
say much
hairstyles.
because I'm
Yeah.
mad. Yeah, the only thing I've heard of them or seen them. Can you keep it down, mate? I'm on a live. I mean, just drive past in a tractor. What are you doing? It's parked up as well. Oh my God, they're coming out. No, I'm joking. The only thing I ever see of the Island Boys was on. I don't watch his podcast a lot, but I've seen a few of his episodes. Ones that I think will be.
What,
pretty funny.
Logan Paul?
Yes, impulsive. And
Yeah.
they walked off, didn't they? They walked off. They got all
I don't know.
shirty. Yeah.
Yeah, I tell you, they're proper weirdos. I'm trying to get James to check them out, and he won't check them out. But and let me tell you the story. James is saying I'm a broccoli boy because obviously money's been a bit tight. So I bumped into someone beginning of last week. I bumped into someone I used to work with before, where I worked at a transport company before I found out my brother was ill, and I'd come back and jack the job in after I got made furloughed and stuff, blah, blah, blah. So I saw one of the guys walking around Tesco's the other night, early last week, and I said, you're still doing all the long distance fridge work? Because I used to drive to Scotland with salmon and all over the country, and I love it. But obviously the last 3 years, my job was a warehouse forklift driver, so it was just monotonous. I don't mind the driving. So I said, well, if you get any like part-time, like casual jobs come in, let me know. So Wednesday, I got a phone call at 9 o'clock in the morning. I was at the yard at 9:45, picking the van up, filled with a ton of broccoli, three pallets of broccoli. So like, I phoned. I think James video called me.
Broccoli boy, he's a broccoli boy.
So James phoned me, and I said, "Oh, I'm at work." He went, "What?" I said, "Yeah, no, I'm doing a bit of driving for my old firm." I said, "I'm just going up to I think I went up to Nottingham, Beeston, in Nottingham."
Beeston. Oh, I was
Yeah.
going to say, it's around the corner from me, mate.
Beeston, which is Nottingham.
Yeah.
And it took me 4 and a bit hours to get up there, and 4 and a bit back. It was a long way, but like I just go on autopilot, and just time flies. But yeah, 3 pallets of broccoli. So he calls me broccoli boy now. So I keep trying to get him to watch the Island Boys, because they are just comical. I mean, how they've got the money they have and how they're doing so well.
The thing is, when you look at that, all you got to do in this world at the minute is make yourself look like a right tit, like face tats and long flipping hair. Like me, you got some extension things. They're not real.
Yeah.
Like fake hair.
Yeah, I know.
Braids and that, but this is like 6ix9ine. You know, Takeshi, whatever that rapper is, all the face tats. He's got all the big.
Yeah, Takeshi 69 or whatever his name is.
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
not 69, 6ix9ine. Yeah, that's the one.
Takeshi 69. Yeah.
Takeshi's Castle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That was the one. Is that still going? Is that still?
Yeah, because Brian Blessed used to do the other one, didn't he? Is it Banjo Kazuki or whatever it is? You used to have an English version of it, yeah.
Yeah,
Brian Blessed used to do it.
Used to love
Banzuki or something, is it? Someone I know in there. Broccoli, yeah, broccoli.
But
So like there was
musicians then, they're artists, they singers, are they? These Island Boys, is that what they do?
no, that's what they reckon they do, but they don't. They're just absolute gormless numpties. Their waistband of their trousers is literally probably 6 inches below their arse cheeks. Like it's ridiculous. And they've got like loads of like diamonds, and like it's ridiculous how they're twins, and I just don't understand how they've got so much money. But then they put other poor sods in, and they say this is the third Island Boy, and they're getting them to get tattoos on their heads and on their faces and all that, and it's like no chance.
Yeah, they're idiots, man. The thing is, I only see I didn't even see the whole pod, but I might have actually watched the whole pod. But just from that alone, I thought I did feel a little bit sorry for them at one point when they was getting a bit roasted and that. But at the same time, I thought, no, they bring
They
it on
get
themselves.
roasted. They get roasted all the time, but it's their own fault.
Yeah, it is their own fault, or their agents, or their manager, or whoever it is. You know what I
Well,
mean?
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, you know, if you want to be
Making
an
money.
island, you've been an island, you've been island boy. And if you're going to go and drive a load of broccoli up north, then you're a broccoli
You're a
boy.
broccoli boy. I'm a broccoli boy. I'm a
He's a
broccoli
broccoli
boy. I'm a broccoli boy.
He's a broccoli boy.
He was singing that. I was on a video call to him at the Tower of London. He starts singing "Broccoli Boy."
It's a catchy song, mate.
And I got the old beef eater behind me, like doing his bit, like telling everybody about how, like, Anne Boleyn had her head cut off. And
Once upon a time, I'm Boleyn. I'm a broccoli boy. I'm a broccoli boy.
That's pretty much how it was, actually. It was funny.
No, it's good.
Oh yeah. So at the minute, like, I was supposed to go to Milton Keynes yesterday, but the job never came in. Yeah, could be anywhere.
That's about a 40-minute drive from me as well, Milton Keynes.
Yeah, but like it could be. Yeah, Banzuki. That's the one that Brian used to do. Banzuki. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, I love it because if they phone me up, because I do my own thing, get me up. But like, if they want me to go and do that, I just think, you know, I can just go and jump in the van, go and do it, get back, and it's money in the bank.
Mate, it's a golden one because you can actually do that sort of work, and then you could pop into charity shops, you could pop into local areas to source different items from different areas.
I don't know if I can do that because I think there's a tracker on the van. Some of them have got trackers and some of them haven't. So
broccoli boy, broccoli boy.
I think you need to get
mate,
James, get him a t-shirt made for a gift or something with broccoli all over it. Like,
no. Thing was, when I got him on a video call the other day, I had a bit of broccoli on my head. Singing, I'm a broccoli boy, because you've seen what the Island Boys' hair's like. It's just ridiculous.
It's mad.
Oh my god,
it's mad. Yeah,
I don't even know how they've got more than a few subscribers, because like,
yeah,
it's just...
that's what I'm saying. No, this is rich. This is the world we're in. We're in a messed up world, mate. Like, this is what I was saying to this. There's this scuba guy that keeps trying to get us to do scuba diving. He's a lovely lad. He's a French lad, and he's sound. Like, we talk to him every day. He's not too persistent. He's not pushy and like trying to make us do it. But he'll be like, "I'm still waiting." We're like, "We're not coming," and stuff. But we had a good chat yesterday, man, and like, he was talking about COVID and all the other stuff. Then we got onto the world and all the antics that have been going on. We are in a messed up situation. Everything. You look at like even that, the Island Boys. Like, what is going on when you see two people like that are making massive money? It's like, but you've got talented people out there that are not making.
They have got they haven't got an ounce of talent between them. And that's what people watch them for, because they just want to watch idiots.
I think it's oh, mate, saxophone. Mate.
Broccoli boy.
He's got a saxophone.
Can he play that?
No, of course he can't.
Mate, that's I used to want that as a kid. So that's one of my favourite instruments. I like all music. Like,
I think there's only one thing he's good at playing with.
Yeah. And that's that cleaner.
Broccoli boy.
I bet everyone didn't think they was going to see James playing the saxophone on here tonight, did they?
They didn't. He went to the screen.
Oh, it's funny. Oh, one of my charity shops used to put the CDs up to $3.99. Won't be going back there too often. No chance. Just noticed Rich is on the piss. No, it's been a long day, and I just thought I deserve a glass of wine. I haven't got time to eat food. I've had me packed lunch out today. I haven't got time to eat dinner at the minute, so I thought I'd just it was thirsty work, all this walking around Tower of London.
Mate, you're not wrong. It feels like a marathon, doesn't it? When you get back from something like a London trip, it does. It takes it out of you, man. It's just that.
Like I say, you know, I fell asleep on the train, and I took a photo of my boy because he had his hood over his face and he fell asleep, and then I must have dozed off because, like, Then I sort of open my eyes, and them two, my wife and my son, are laughing their heads off, and I'm thinking, what are they laughing at? And so I picked my phone up, and there it was, the lock screen, me like that on the train. Just
You're lucky
crashed
that's
out.
all they done, mate. You're lucky
I
that's all
know.
they done.
I know.
If I
Oh,
was
what an-
them, I would have got up and moved seats and then like to a next carriage. So then when you woke up, you're like, what's going on? Where am I?
Paul is saying it looks like Bart Simpson's Nick Lisa's saxophone. What's that? Oh, broccoli. He's a broccoli boy. We're getting our we're getting our face tattooed next week. We're getting broccoli tattooed on our faces next week.
I tell you what, because I don't just edit videos. I used to edit a bit of music and stuff as well. If you send me you singing that song, just that chorus, I'm a broccoli boy, I'll make a little tune out of it for you.
Get that done, mate. We want it happening. What?
I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll have to make a broccoli wig. And put draw tattoos on my face.
No, get a broccoli dress. We'll go Lady Gaga style. Get like instead of a mint dress.
So now you're trying to get me to put dresses on. Jesus Christ,
Yeah,
what's happening?
Something. I mean, thong's probably worse. How many bits of broccoli do you need though, Rich?
I don't know. I'll have to get a few florets for that, won't I? Oh dear. Sean saying, pretty certain even Robbie in his drug addicted fat phase lasted more than 2 weeks before trying to get back into the band. JR, just say no, hold out.
Where's he gone anyway? He's back. I can see him.
I'm here. I'm working.
He's trying to find another instrument.
He's not. He's making something out of broccoli. I'm telling you now. He's going to come on with a broccoli hat or something in a second.
Oh, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
He's got cocktail sticks and he's going to make like a little statue out of broccoli, like a movie.
I'm never going to live that one down now.
I'm going to be going to bed singing that song.
You will do now. You will do.
I tell you what, what I'll do is a little challenge.
He just wiggle wiggles. He just jiggles. Mama broccoli.
Who did that song? Was it Louis Theroux when he did that rapping thing?
Louis Theroux.
Yeah.
I never heard that.
Oh, mate, Louis Theroux used to do all this weird stuff. He used to go to America. He done a thing with Jimmy Savile. Before it all come out with Jimmy Savile, he stayed with Jimmy Savile and spent time with him, days with him, and they filmed and all that together.
His documentaries and interviews.
Yeah, he does the documentaries. That's it. And then he does all the swinging clubs in America, and he does the alien things and all that. Yeah. And he done one about a rapping thing, and that's the rap that he did is massive on TikTok.
Oh, really?
It's nuts. Yeah, it's gone nuts.
Have you heard that Harry Mack? He's sick.
Harry Mack is he's amazing. He does the rapping on Venice Beach, doesn't he?
I'm a broccoli boy. I'm a broccoli boy. I'm a broccoli boy. I'm a broccoli boy.
I'll tell you what, you could just have him on screen on his own, like all night, just doing costume changes and different.
James, I don't know enough about James, but don't take this as an insult. But you do come across like you've been in performing arts or you've done like stage.
Oh, James? No, yeah. He's just got a problem. He's just got problems.
Nah, I think I've seen him as a red coat or something in Butlins.
He's got ADHD and flipping autism, and he's on the high end of the spectrum. There's loads wrong with him.
He's on every spectrum going, is he?
He's nuts. He's nuts. You should know that by now. He's hyperactive. That's why his wife's worn out. She can't keep up with him. He just wears her out. He's like playing saxophones and that all day. He just like had different costumes on.
This is why he ain't come up live. She's like, it's too much, James. You come off there, you're a nutcase. Like, I can't handle it.
That's why she's gone for a walk.
Well, she's gone out for a walk. But do you know what she's done? Because like obviously we do the podcast at the last weekend of every month, so like for family time and that. And the first weekend we did that, James's wife went out. So yeah.
the even funnier thing is, you went out with your missus and you sat all night on your phone watching the bloody thing.
That's
didn't you?
very true. That's true. Oh,
I'm a
look.
broccoli boy. I'm a broccoli boy.
It's Ollie Murs.
Broccoli boy.
It's Ollie Murs now. Look.
Oh, we do need to come up with a verse though, a couple of verses. Like you got Broccoli Boy, I'm a Broccoli Boy is the chorus. Like we need.
Once upon
people
a
in the
time,
chat-
not so long ago, I drove my van up north. Here we go, Nottingham. That's where I went and stopped because I'm a broccoli boy. In the hip to the hop, broccoli boy. I'm a broccoli boy.
Oh no.
That was good.
Broccoli cheese. My daughter's saying. Oh dear. Amanda, check out Terry Miles. He plays live music. Does Chris? Okay, check him out. Sean saying it's not true that half his subscribers are hunting for discount clothing. Find out what those who can't spell TK Maxx have seen so far on Maximus Gibson's Instagram. Oh dear. Jade saying, any idea what's happening? No one's got any idea what's going on.
No one's got any idea.
Red coat. Paul is saying a red coat.
Yeah,
I'm a
he's definitely
broccoli boy.
mate, you're wasted. You should be a red coat or something.
He should be an entertainer. Look at him. I'm going to put him on the screen now because he's putting all these things on.
Putting all his things on.
Putting all his costumes on, and he's going through
Is
it all now. Oh yeah, Danny Glover. I'm too old for this shit.
I'm too old for this shit.
Don't know if you're a Bowie fan, Amanda. If you are, check out a trailer for Moonar's Dream. It was at Cannes Film Festival in September. Nice. It's a little like watching a stag do. When we was going, we was on the train coming back from London today. There was a load of stag do geezers on there. Jesus, I don't think I could handle a stag do. It'd kill me. I'm not. I can't drink.
I'm a broccoli
It's Hulk
boy.
Hogan.
Mate,
Oh my god!
he's getting the whole closet out, isn't he? This is
Exactly. See, I told you he's getting all. Oh, hang on. He's getting all the costumes on now. Hang on, what am I doing here? No, I don't want that.
It just still jiggles.
Hang on, what am I doing? That's it. Jiggle, jiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Where are we? Saturday Night Live. Hello, Dave. Yes, Madhouse. It's a madhouse. When's the meetup? We've got to sort. I'll have it sorted by the end. By the end of the weekend. I'll know exactly when it is.
Absolutely covered in COVID.
Wiggle it just a little bit. That's right, Paula.
Oh,
Okay.
that's wiggle it.
Just a little bit. Wiggle it just a little bit. Acid groove.
Wiggle, wiggle. What was
Is
that
it,
one?
where you are in Crete, Max? Is there any like entertainment and all that?
Yeah, I can hear it actually. It's down there. We don't really go down there. We went down there last night. We played. Oh, mate, we played a mad game of hide and seek. I'm just a kid, mate. I'm still a kid. Basically, the kids and that they never really. When they're young, they like that entertainment stuff. Like it's all right, but it's tailored for the young age. We ain't even been up late enough to see the adult entertainment or anything like that. Yeah. We're like 2 hours ahead of you guys. So it's about...
The adult entertainment. Sorry, what?
Yeah, that's down the red light bit, down that side down there.
Wait, come in. Right, well, how do we get
but
this?
Mate, I was getting looked. We was getting frowns. We was getting some smiles and that yesterday. But basically, me and Mia was a team, and Sarah and Mason. We had about 5 goes, and we said only on level 1 and level 2 of the hotel. So we're in apartments, but if we just walk a minute down there, I can actually take you for a little stroll, can I? If we walk down there, there's like a big swimming pool. There's the upstairs, downstairs, and we said you're not allowed anywhere beyond the shop. It's the furthest point. Anyway, we set these little guidelines and boundaries. And at one point, me and Mia found this like alleyway. It was complete. It was part of the hotel, but it was complete darkness down there. And the lights didn't go on until you started walking down there. And they were hotel rooms. Do you know what I mean? So we was hiding in there, and we wait till they walk past. And they walked past down these stairs. And as they got to the bottom, they started looking around all like where the entertainment is. I whistled twice and I went, Mason, Sarah, and then just legged it down this labyrinth. was that?
What was that?
What was?
Poltergeist.
Nah, man. What was? Did someone hear that? Did you hear
Yeah,
that?
I heard that.
There's Sarah and that pissing about somewhere. Someone
They
just
got
dropped
me. They got
I
me
know what it
winding
was.
you up, haven't they?
I know what it was. It was I'm a broccoli boy. I'm a broccoli boy.
Someone's just thrown a lump of broccoli at you.
There might be someone. I don't even realise this. There might be someone above. They might have just dashed some water down because I'm being noisy. It's about 11 o'clock.
Oh, mate.
Fuck, what's that?
What do you reckon? Do you reckon
saying
we get
11
back?
o'clock. How can it be? It can't be. It can't be 11 o'clock there. It's only 20 to 9 now.
I reckon we get
You
out.
dickheads! It's you.
Ah.
Oh, fucking hell, man! I thought it was a bit freaked out.
Broccoli
Idiots.
boy.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
That is funny.
Mum, we've left the key inside.
Oh, the door's locked. We're all locked. We're all locked out. You better go back to reception. I started singing a song yesterday that got in all their heads. I want to sing that Broccoli Boys song in a minute, and they're going to get in their heads. But we went to the reception because Mia lost her phone. That's another story for another day. But I started going, what's the song with it? Receptione.
Oh no, it's not. It's Vacaciones. Vacaciones, that one.
Today.
Yeah.
Today.
We need to go.
But I
Come
kept
by.
singing it. Have you genuinely locked the key in there?
Yeah.
See you soon then.
They're
Mention
gonna
the other key went missing as well. Because if the cleaners took that and all our stuff gets taken,
They know the
last day.
cleaners have a key to the room.
Oh yeah, of course they do. They do.
You know
We're
this.
missing a key, and no one's worried about it apart from me. But we're missing a flipping key. It's like I'm the only one that's worried. I've got my laptop in here, got my phones. Mia left her phone on the bed. She hid it under the sheets. Cleaners are coming, took the sheets. Yeah, this was
And took her phone.
Took the phone. When we've come
No.
back from the swimming pool, we've realised, or it took about an hour to realise, the cleaners were literally opposite over there, cleaning the flat or just packing up. I went over there, tried to tell them, and then one of the bigger cleaner, wasn't she? She was just going mental on the phone. The other cleaner, like she was in trouble. We end up going to reception. But as we went to reception, we see the van drive past, the pickup truck with all these yellow bags. in the back
Oh
with
no.
laundry in. We're like, that's the truck. And it gone, and they wouldn't get it back. And we're like, why wouldn't you call it?
No.
It's only down the road. And they said, look, don't worry, have patience, we'll get it back. And I'm ready to lose my shit at this point. I was like, just stay calm. They gave it back, come back this morning, man.
Oh,
Couldn't believe
good.
it. It did go through the wash. Yeah,
Right, we're
it's
gonna
very
go
lucky.
together.
Thank you. Did you get me a drink? Oh, no. Oh, you got me some nugget.
Don't eat it all.
Eh?
Don't eat it all.
Some soft nougat. Almond.
Nougat.
No, what was I saying? Before I got spooked. Yeah, hide and seek, right? So we found this labyrinth of corridors. This was like round 3 of hide and seek. And yeah.
Oh god, he's on the electric guitar now.
Is that James again? He's a
Yeah.
man of multi-talent, isn't he? That's not in plan. It's Jimmy.
It is. No, it's
Broccoli boy. Broccoli boys.
Once was a man. His name was Rich.
him.
He was none other than a broccoli boy. Hold on.
Go on.
No.
Dude.
Oh, that's funny.
Should we do it? Should have been a Wonderwall broccoli?
Take it away.
He's such a talented geezer, isn't he?
Today's gonna be the day that we're gonna drive some broccoli.
I'm never going to live that down.
Did you keep some for keepsake as well? Did you?
No. No.
I'm the broccoli boy. He's a broccoli boy.
Can someone put Max's YouTube up so that the guys can everyone can subscribe, please?
I told Sean the other day. Sean commented on that last video. He was like,
Did he?
part 2. I said to him, that video was taken here, literally last year's recordings.
Yeah.
And I've been uploading other videos since then of more recent. Got so many to go through, man. It's unreal.
He's loving it. He's like he's also got one of them setups, you know, the one man band where you put all the strings around your ankles and all that, and like I could imagine him being a one man band.
Yeah, easy. I'm telling you now, I'll get you a job down here, James. Like in minutes, I'll just walk
He's
down
a
there.
Broccoli boy.
You've entertained us more than what these like all week. Do you know what I mean? They've got some geezer dressed up as a turtle down here. It's a rip off of a Ninja Turtle. It don't look nothing
nice.
like. Yeah, it's not your typical like Bradley Bear from Hoptons. You know what I mean?
He's turned up. Here he is. He's turned up as Turtle's head. No, that's not the type of holiday we wanted. That's not what we wanted.
Yeah, wrong costume. Wrong costume.
Seriously,
Oh
don't-
dear, that was
don't
funny. Paul, hang on. What's this? Yeah, Max's YouTube, so you can subscribe. Probably scared. Sounds like Neil Young. Should get Sophie, my daughter, on to do a jam set. Yes, Sophie's a good singer.
Oh yeah.
I've seen the lives down at Beach Cafe. He's a proper Dick Van Dyke. Hello,
I don't know about the Van Dyke.
just a dick.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, but I'd rather be a dick than a broccoli boy. So
no, you wouldn't. You want to be a broccoli boy.
I do actually want to be a broccoli boy. I really do.
How many bedrooms has James got? He's probably got about 6. It's like a hotel.
6.
Well, actually, I think he's got 5 because one of them's mine.
Yeah, one of them's Richard's. Yeah.
Is that what you
So
got?
he-
6 bed? Oh,
He
Six
can have,
bed,
he can have the other
6 bed,
5. Yeah, I think my house is a 6.
I'm happy with a 3, mate. I'm happy with a 3. Like I say, was in a ground floor masonette for 9 years.
Too much cleaning otherwise.
Yeah, we are doing a bit of home renovating at the minute in the back garden. Took down the smoke shack's no more, mate. It's gone to the ground. Bosh, done.
Yeah. Nice. Look at all his film stuff. Look, he's got all his film cells. So much stock. And you thought I had a lot of stock. He's got tons of it. And he's look, that's the cinema
that's all
room.
boot sale. That's all boot sale stuff. That though.
God, look at it. Look, rooms and rooms and rooms. Look, Jesus. It's got more rooms than flipping the Tower of London.
It's like watching the MTV Cribs. I used to watch that back in the day, and we've got MTV
Hey
on
guys, welcome to MTV Cribs. Let me show you around my gaff, okay? This is my balcony. Come out here. Hey Dad, it's Jack here from MTV Cribs. And there you go.
Can you not tell that he's obviously missed being on the live because he must have been bored.
I don't know, I think it's just he wanted to see me. I think he see me and thought.
I think that's what it is. He saw you on, yeah. If it was just me, he wouldn't have bothered. But like,
But didn't last week, did it? He left you on your lonesome last week. Bless you.
yeah, it just left me to it, mate.
But
you
so
know.
did I.
The
though, to
issue
be fair.
is the issue is quite simple. It's like you don't put a male and a female bunny in the same room because they're going to hump each other. You don't put 2 people with ADHD on the same live. The shit's going to get crazy.
And it usually does.
Yeah.
If I tame mine throughout this whole live, I've been looking like I'm sitting fairly still, but my legs are going like this.
James, my daughter's saying, "Are you a celebrity she didn't know about?" Yeah, well, he sung outside of Hove Station and asked her to be his girlfriend, not even ask her to marry him. Singing outside Hove Station just to ask her to be his girlfriend.
Yeah, I see that. That's cool. That's good.
Yeah.
In 2 years, you guys will all get to see the proposal.
How you
That is
doing,
the sort
Phil? Good to see you.
Boy, with
Right, are we ready? Are we ready? Final disc. Is the final disc going to work?
Hang on a sec. Look, Sean needs to run, sort out real life and eat. We'll pop back for you sexy people. So CJR's Crib Show. See you later, Sean.
see, Sean. Sean's a legend, man.
We got to go back.
Why?
Mason
Mason
left
left
sweets
sweets
in
in
the
the
arcade.
Oh my days!
Nice
You're
one.
not useless, man.
So what they done now?
Thing in it.
I've got
What they done now? They've got to go back out again.
Mate, there's bloody sweets in the arcade, didn't he? I told you I had too many sweets. Yeah, that sounds like the sort of thing a broccoli boy would do. Is
Yeah.
sing outside a church. I think he's a real broccoli boy.
outside the train station. Definitely,
station.
definitely a broccoli boy.
We're the
Yeah.
broccoli boys. We're the broccoli boys.
All we got to
Oh.
do, oi, boys, lads, all we got to do, right? If you'll get one of these, we'll dye our hair green, yeah? And
Get a
then
man
we look
bun.
broccoli. It looks like a bit of broccoli, doesn't it?
I'm just going to get broccoli.
You're just
You can dye your man bun green.
I was close to shaving it off this week. Do you know why? We get to
Good
the
evening.
airport. We get to the airport, and I'm sitting next to some guy. Some guy walks in, and walks over and sits opposite with his missus and kids or whatever. And he's got the same hairdo, right? And then we get to the hotel, and there's another guy, and then there's another guy in the restaurant. I said to Mason, I said, if I see one more person in one of these hairstyles, I'm shaving mine off. And then turned around, and there was a geezer, and he was like, "You got to shave off." I was like,
Nice.
"Nah, I can't."
James has fixed all his discs.
All 8 discs are all ready for tomorrow, so that is
Nice,
8 listings. I'll get them banged on, then I can have a day off tomorrow. See?
nice, good lad.
Oh, management's going to go for a walk.
Oh, is the governor in?
Yeah, the governor's just behind.
Where's she walking?
She's. Where are you going walking, Caroline?
I'm doing a it's really bright. Where are you?
Hey, look. Oh, hang on. I had to
No,
stream. Hang on.
don't do full screen. No, you'll get told off, Richard.
Keep it decent, please.
Okay.
I'm doing a charity moonlit walk for the hospice. For some
Oh,
time.
nice.
Yeah, so I'm going. It's only like 5 minutes around the corner. Then it's like 15k walk. So
Blind 15k. What did you run? You and James done a 7k run, wasn't it, the other day?
Yeah,
Yeah.
last week.
but that was
Well
a
done.
trip.
Did you know that? See, Max, they done a 7k run last week.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is fine.
I'm not a fan of running, mate. I'm not. I'm to be honest. It's not good for your knees. It's not.
What about the police are chasing you?
Well, that was one thing that I had to.
Just so we all know, 15k is the name of the guy's name, and hospice.
So she's off to have a rendezvous.
Enjoy 15k hospice.
Yeah, I'll be back at 2:30.
This is open plan, Max.
We'll see you in the morning. See you in the morning, Carolyn.
Yeah, see?
My uncle's a runner. He done 50k for his 50th birthday.
Really?
Yeah, 50k for his 50th birthday. But his knees are shot to bits, and I'm not even joking. If you're running, man, you've got to take care of your knees because it's hard surface all the time. Like, it's not good for your joints and that. Like,
Yeah,
genuinely.
but do you know what we need? We need some little figure just dancing on the screen, giving it some broccoli boy. I'm a broccoli boy. I'm a broccoli boy. I'm a
Oh,
broccoli
dear.
boy.
Yeah, look, Paul has just come back from the kitchen singing he's a broccoli boy.
I guarantee I can get this lot singing that before the end of the night. They'll be going to bed.
Definitely.
I'm a broccoli boy.
Oh,
I'm a
there's
broccoli
bound
boy.
to be a video out next week.
Well, you know that song that's like dun 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 dun. That's the beat.
It rings a bell. Oh yes, yeah.
That's
Yes,
the beat.
I know.
That's
Yeah.
the bit that you do it to, and you go, boom, I'm a broccoli boy, eat a broccoli boy.
Steve saying, can she take the broccoli boy with her? I need to get this sodding song out of my head.
Broccoli boys for everyone now.
Oh God.
Good luck with your walk.
I think it's too
Smash
late.
it.
A bit more. Yeah, definitely. What is the time?
11.
It's how's it 11? What is it? 2 hours difference where you are?
Yeah, 2 hours ahead, man.
Is it?
Yeah, two and a bit. I think. What's time?
11.
11 o'clock. Yeah, so about 2 hours ahead. This is the latest Saturday Night Live I've ever been involved with. This is
Yeah. Yeah, it's only 9 o'clock here.
yeah, no, it's decent. It's good. I like it. It's
So when you're leaving on Tuesday.
Tuesday. Yeah, we leave.
No, she's left now, mate. That's it. Left, mate.
She's gone. She's changing the locks.
We done about a 3k walk yesterday in 30 degrees. Like me and
Did
was
ya?
my whole way. There's 3 signs at the back of the complex saying about local villages, and a couple of people have recommended just taking a taxi ride up there or whatever. But there's a massive mountain. You'll see it when I put my edit up eventually. There's a huge mountain. I am going to try to climb it before I go, like just freestyle it. Hopefully not too dangerous. If it looks too dangerous when I get close up, because it don't look dangerous from where I am. But one of the guys, that scuba guy, said, he goes, we've got winds coming. So we had a tropical storm today. We've had 30 degrees, well, 27, highs of 27 up until yesterday. Then it was 30, 31 yesterday. And then today it's been 27, but with rain from 2 o'clock. But it's still been baking hot. But then, like, he said it's been windy. He said it's windy here. He said, if you're going up there, he said, nah. He said, you don't want to be going up there.
Have you been to Greece before?
Nah, never. No, never.
We've got 2 Greek rescue dogs. Two of our 2 dogs are rescues from Greece.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, I've never been to Greece. Huh?
What, the 2 dogs you got now?
Yeah.
Oh, they're both from Greece. No way.
Yeah, both Greek
Apparently,
rescues.
apparently Greece is the word. Is the word. Is the word.
Greece is the
Yeah, Greece is the word. It's the Garden Gang. Bring back memories.
Yeah, no, that walk we done yesterday it was hardcore, man. And the thing is, it was just too hot. Like, even though we kept stopping for drinks and top up some water and stuff like that, it was just too hot for the kids.
What's the hotel like? Is it nice, big pools and stuff?
Wicked. We're in like I don't know, it's messy in there, but the pools. They've got about 6, 7 pools, but we've only been in one.
Come on, Max, you do a tour and I'll do a tour. We'll do.
Yeah, do a tour. It's like
I'll show you the street.
Nice, I actually want to feel like I'm abroad.
Oh,
nice,
mate, I feel like
nice
I'm abroad
apartments.
already. Put him on the big. Don't put him on the big screen, Richard. Put him on the one where we're smaller on the right hand side.
Yeah, hang on.
So,
I'm
like,
going to.
like that.
So these are the apartments. These are like
Max, just walk us around. I want to feel like we're on holiday, mate, and like we're walking.
Shall I take you to Shall I show you around the apartment first? I've lost my
please.
apartment. I went up here.
It's like watching a series of Cops.
It's
like when we first got dropped off here. I wasn't impressed.
It is. It's like he's got his body cam on.
It's like the old bail jumpers.
Right. I'm just going to show you the apartment quickly because they're not massive. This is mine and Sarah's digs, although they've taken over.
Good.
Oh,
nice.
You got a toilet that if you go for a poo, you can see the silhouette of the person pooing.
Oh,
amazing. Right? I'll give you a demonstration. Mace, can you go sit on the toilet set? Go on. Show us.
Go on, Mace. Go and have a poo.
Go on, Mace.
Go on, Mace.
Go on, Mace. Have a poo.
He's a broccoli boy.
He's a broccoli boy.
And then you come through here. You got the kids bit. There's
nice.
Table, clothes, and my laptop's getting charged. They got their own little TV.
Get
it's
back
all
outside,
that.
Max. That signal. Get outside. Get outside. The walls are caving in. Get back out. It's proper Saturday Night Live, and he's knocked on a random person's house.
I know. Yeah, so he's just realised he's in the wrong apartment.
Yeah, I am. I was
Turns out he
going to
doesn't know
take around here. I don't know if the signal. I'm on mobile thingy.
Why does Sarah look like she's a Mortal Kombat character?
Hey,
why does the missus look like she's a Mortal Kombat character?
I don't know if it's going to work.
It might not work.
Oh no, it's not
Why
working.
does the missus look like she's a Mortal Kombat character?
Yeah, look.
What's
Can we see her? Can we see her? She looks like a Mortal Kombat character, please.
Hang on, I'm going to catch up.
Oh, absolutely. That's it. Sonya Blade. Sonya Blade.
Is that nice?
She'll Google that now.
We'll have 2
Did it cut out when I walked out?
Yeah.
Did it cut out when I walked off?
Oh, dear.
Did the signal cut out?
A little bit.
It did. Yeah.
What, when I walked out on the street or when I was in the apartment?
You're not allowed
when you walk down the street.
When you walk down the street, it goes.
Evening, Michael. No, I'm not at Apps tomorrow, mate.
Get on the roof. Climb on
the roof.
Good evening, Bang Bang Butt. The bird is the word. But we're live from Crete tonight.
We're live from Crete. Whereabouts are we in Crete?
Begins with a H.
Begins with a H.
Hannah.
Crete,
I know.
Right.
Hookah. Hookah.
That's in the red light bit, you don't know. The hookahs.
The hookahs.
I've got loads of Kai Tai out there as well.
Nice.
Coffee's banging though, man. I've had obviously about 15 cups a day. I'm not even joking. It's bad. I've got to stop.
So what have you got? What, the coffee in your room, or you just go to the bit?
Yeah, they top it up and stuff. But I normally walk down there and get it. But Sarah bought some 3-in-1 from the spa. Just spat everywhere. Coffee. The spa
Yeah.
at the bottom of the hill is insane. I'm not even joking. It is wicked.
Amanda's saying she was in Crete, Stallis near Malia.
Amanda's just said, "Say it, don't spray it."
Yeah, did you see that? Because I'm missing a tooth, and I've been spitting a lot more when I speak.
Are you near Santorini or Milos?
Nah, I don't think so. Honestly, I wouldn't even be able to tell you. I didn't even know where we were going until we actually turned up at the airport. I just said to Sarah, sort it out, tell me when it's done. I shouldn't be here, man, because we're at the run up to our summer work, and so we work all year for summer. And then we obviously work in between all year, but there's other bits we do. But the main bulk of our bread and butter is through summer. From the summer holidays, when the kids break up, we do all our programs. Do you know what I mean? So we earn that's what we sort of build up to. And I'm staff recruitment for that, as well as doing sessions in schools and stuff. But the staff recruitment bit, if I don't get the staff and we don't get enough staff to run the program, so I've got to get 140. We've still got 7 team assistant spaces and one on wave 2. We've got about 6 waves going out. I call them a wave because on each wave there might be, say, 400 young people taking part. So for that 400, I need to find 2 members of staff for each group of 15 young people. And I'm 7 or 8 short, so I shouldn't really be here. But I did say to him, I was like, I'm pretty confident we could do it. Our first program starts on the 4th of June.
Max, you know, me and Richard can come there and dress up as a couple
We
of
just be the broccoli boys.
And the broccoli
Mate,
boys.
I'm telling you, I said this to you lot before. Anyone on here, if anyone was in the area, if anyone is in, I work in. We have programs now. We used to just do Bedfordshire, but since lockdown was good for us, like as a company, because where a lot of people couldn't evolved with the technology and that, we just smashed it, and we got contracts in Essex, in Birmingham, Hertfordshire. We obviously, Bedfordshire was always our bread and butter. Where is it? Beds, Herts, Cams, Essex, West Mids, which is Birmingham, like Solihull and that. I was going to pop in to try and see Brum the other week. I was doing some staff training down in Birmingham. And I said to my colleague, I was like, how far is and I started looking through it. I was like, she was like, where are we? It was like Solihull. And then I remember Brum saying something about Solihull or something.
Yeah.
Trying to find his shop, and I was like, would you mind taking a detour if it's close? And the thing is, I couldn't find out where it was. I thought, waiting for a reply back. All we want to do when you're working is get home, don't you? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so I couldn't to start driving around Birmingham to try and find Brum reseller. But,
AA's asking, are the toilets flushable in Greece?
If you
are the toilets flushable in Greece?
If you were thinking outside the box, Max, you should have just downloaded the app Ride and requested Brum reseller to pick you up.
Ah, yeah.
That's a good idea.
Didn't think about that. But no, we if anyone does, actually, anyone's listening, man, and they are in any of them areas, obviously I'm only looking for the only ones I need staff for now at the minute is Hertfordshire or Bedfordshire. And the first program starts on the 5th of July to the 15th, I think. They're 2-week contracts, and then one is, hold on a minute, I've got to get it right, 11th to the 22nd of July. 2 weeks for a team assistant. It don't sound a lot, it's not really, but it's a lot of fun. It doesn't really feel like work, $650. But for a team leader, we give all the training for. It's like £1,200 for 2 weeks' work. Yeah,
it's not the coffee that's making him talk fast, though, guys. He does talk fast like that.
I do talk fast. Yeah.
So when he sees videos, and he sounds like a chipmunk, he hasn't sped it up or edited it. That's just a few more cups of coffee.
That is exactly that.
I will. Santa's just put that my retirement from Saturday Night Live didn't last long. Look, I have retired from Saturday Night Live. Max understands this.
You haven't?
No, but you understand it is that I'm not committed now. So I'm here, but I'm not committed. So I'll come whenever I'm free.
Well, if they saw your performance tonight, you'd have definitely been committed.
No, well, that's normal, mate. Let's be fair. That's just me.
That's true.
People want to sit on the bum and that's what they enjoy. Then that's what they enjoy. I like running around the house, you know, being
dressing up in different costumes and playing different instruments.
Mate, my daughter's 4 years old. I don't want to be a boring dad. So
no, you definitely ain't a boring dad.
Exactly, James. You will be like me when you're on holiday, and even when Holly's like Mia's age, like, you'll be running around playing hide and seek.
Yeah.
I know you will.
Well,
Michael's saying, what are the
Some of my dads and
programs?
Nick falling under tables last night,
Oh,
like,
Max.
hiding.
100%.
Max, Michael's saying, what are the programs?
So basically, we work with young people. It's basically so if anyone's ever heard of the NCS, that's one of the programs we deliver through summer. It's basically a program that's designed to get young people out their comfort zones, mixing with new people, socially mixing, doing things they wouldn't normally do, like abseiling, kayaking, raft building, archery, loads of fun outdoor activity stuff. Obviously, before COVID, it was a 4-week program, and we used to pay like just under $2,000 for the 4 weeks for team leaders. But now, since COVID, it's down to 2 weeks. So for the first week, it used to be an outdoor activity centre for Monday to Friday residential. Come back for the weekend, and then we meet back up at a university. And we used to hire out most of the university at Bedfordshire, but now. The first 2 weeks, the outdoor activity centre and the university, they've been combined. So this year we're going to Essex University. Every program we're delivering, whether it's Bedfordshire, Hertfordshire, Cambridgeshire, Essex, they're all going to Essex University. I've been down there about 5 times. It is wicked. I'll tell you what it reminds me of. Yeah, this is no bullshit. As soon as I turned up, I was like, wait, don't this look like Monsters Inc? Monsters University, you know? And my colleagues looked at me like, really? I'm like, have a look, man. I was like, when was the last time you seen the video? I was like, it does. But yeah, it's all really spaced out nice. We'll spend a week at the university. In that week, we'll have activity leaders come in. So basically, if you got a job with us, as a seasonal staff member, you don't have to be a professional with any of the activities that we do. You are there to guide. Like when you go on a school trip with your kids. I don't know if anyone's ever done that. Anytime there was an opportunity to go on a school trip, I'm there. I used to go do it. I used to be like at the front. I want to be there. I want to go to that trip. You basically are one of them people. You're there to motivate, guide, and inspire these young people from A to B to C to D. And obviously, we have to be responsible. So they're young adults. If they want to smoke and stuff, they can smoke. If they want to swear, they can swear. We're not there to tell them off. We're mentors. We are there to mentor them and to guide them and to help them reflect and use guided reflection to understand where things potentially go wrong, because they'll be planning and designing a project within this program. Not only will they be doing loads of that fun stuff within the first week, even though it's only going to be the 2-week program at the university, they'll be doing all that fun stuff, but then they'll also in the background in their spare time
I've seen ya.
they'll be planning a project. They'll be planning like a social action project where at the end they have to give something back to their local community. So that could be like, I don't know, it could be anything, man. It's up to the young people, but all you need to do is to have your hat on, like your head screwed on, and not let them be idiots. Like if you see a young person climbing up a flipping building, you get them down, don't you?
Yeah.
It's not common sense, but it's not for everybody.
Paul is just saying, do you have an association with NAGC?
NAGC? I don't think so.
Yeah.
No.
I haven't heard about those.
We do loads of stuff. We weren't on the live when we was talking earlier about St Giles Trust, were we? So I was telling Rich earlier, I went up to London last week before, with my brother and a couple of other colleagues, and we went to meet up with St Giles Trust. If no one knows what St Giles Trust is, it's basically an organisation that helps young people and directs them away from crime, county lines, all that sort of stuff. But all the people that are mentors within St Giles Trust, they're ex-members, they're ex-gang members, or they're ex-offenders, or they've just come out of prison and they're there to try and sort of help other people. They've turned that corner and they're doing good. But man, this is how my job's mad, because one minute I'm in an office, in our office, which is cool, lovely grounds. You've seen it on a couple of the videos, like it's a wicked place. Other times I'm on activity centres. But a couple of weeks back was at St Giles Trust Depot, or their main head office.
It's gone.
And we were doing this anti-bullying campaign. It's going to be hitting the schools this year. I shouldn't really say too much because it hasn't even started yet. But yeah, it's going to. Well, it has. We started it this week. My colleague did. But we're sitting in this room, and I hope none of them are watching because they'll probably get me killed for this. But it's me, my colleague Adam. He's autistic, like majorly autistic. So too many people talking at once. Covers his heart. He can't handle that sort of output.
Noise.
He's a lovely lad, and he's wicked. He's a counsellor. He's one of the directors at the company I work for. And
Right, Chris.
He's worked in, he's counselled prisoners. He's done, what's this? I can't remember what else he's done. He's done loads of stuff anyway. We're just normal bods in my eyes, but we're sitting around these tables and they've got all these like, you know, fairly big guys, ex-gang members, still very street. And we're learning these new slides that we've never seen before. They created the content. We just partnered up with them. So we got the funding, they got the funding. We joined together. I worked with them a couple of years back on a supporting families against youth crime, so knife crime. And I was going in schools and was doing loads of sessions with young people that were borderline, getting into gang culture and all that sort of stuff. So I knew a couple of the lads anyway, just from them, but I didn't know any of this lot. And we're learning these new slides and stuff, and we're getting on with them. We're having a bit of banter and stuff, and they're cool. They're quite intimidating, don't get me wrong. And like at the end of the day, was there from about 9 in the morning till about 6 in the evening. This guy, I won't say his name for GDPR and that. He's like, "Hey boys, all I'm saying is, right, just know your slides, innit, blood? Just know your slides." And we were sitting there going, "Yeah, all right." And he's like, no, see, if I turn up to the assembly, man, and you don't know your slides, you're not getting paid 50 minutes. And then we're sitting there going, we're going to learn the slides. Don't worry, mate. Well, you don't need to worry. But at the same time, know your slides, mate, because, you know, it's just madness, man. But at that point, I thought, yeah, these guys, you don't want to mess about with these guys. Like, these are the sort of guys that you sort of hear stories about. But, man, fair play to them. They all speak about their testimony, and this is inspirational stuff, man. Or not even inspirational stuff, but it's what's the word I'm looking for? It's eye-opening, man, because you see a lot of stuff on TVs now, but when you hear personal stories that these guys have been through and things that they've done, one of the guys, he sounds about 50. He's the oldest one there, I think one of the oldest ones, and he's the guy I got partnered up with. So they partnered one of our organisation with one of their organisations. So then I'm going to have to go to schools with that guy to do assemblies, whereas my younger brother is going to go with that guy to do the assemblies. And we might mix it up a little bit, but that's how it's going to be. And this geezer, Jacob, I won't give his second name, but he's, oh man, inspirational, man. And it's obviously about bullying. And because all these are from, I think they stem from, like, they got involved with county lines and stuff. And St Giles Trust is very much sort of pushing people away from that sort of thing. But he was saying the reason he bullied people, and the reason he joined a gang and started being the guy that he was, the reason he served the sentence that he done, because they've all been in prison, is because he was just jealous. He didn't have his dad around. He said all his mates or people that his age, they had all the night trainers, they had this, that, and the other. He said the only way he could do it, the only thing he could do to make himself feel good is to beat him up and hurt him.
Yeah.
When you hear the background, like dad's not there, mum's working 2 jobs, he was going back to an empty flat, and you see that sort of stuff on Top Boy and that. But when you're sitting in a room with it, and then he said he got stabbed. He thought he was a big man, and he picked on the wrong person. And he started like, "What are you looking at? Like, what are you looking at, blood?" All this sort of stuff. And then this geezer's pulled out a knife, and he's gone to run. He said, because he goes, "I might have come across like I'm a bad man." He goes, "But if someone pulled a knife," he said, I'm running. And he went to run. He popped him in the back with a knife, and in the back of the twice. Geezer's lucky to be alive, man. And now he's here trying to promote the message to try and stop people, you know, getting into that. But he was the nice one. The other guy with the massive beard, I think he was a bit jealous of my beard at the time, because mine was a little bit longer. I was like, "Hey, just know your fucking lines," and all this sort of stuff. And me, like, it's a bit much, mate. Calm down. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to that when I get back. But I also quit my job as well before I come. That's another thing.
What, you've quit it?
We had a massive argument, man. It's one of them ones where I walked out saying, "Lav, basically stick up your ass." I didn't want to do it. And it's one of the reasons why I need this holiday more so than ever, because there's just things that have been happening. Yeah, I had to, man. And I've not been sleeping right since I've been here, because all I've been thinking about is work. And I should have not been thinking about work, but because...
Well, I was going to say, you're on holiday, and you can tell you're passionate about what you do, because, like, you're talking about it, and you're on holiday in Crete.
That's the thing, though, man.
I would not be talking about work if I was on holiday, believe me.
Man, I love my job. My job, before this, I've been doing this for like 6 years now, 5.5, 6 years. And don't get me wrong, I've had some wicked jobs, but I've grafted. This is the best job that I've ever had. But at the same time, I relate to James in some ways when he says about the office life stuff like that. I'd say 60 to 70% of my time at the office is at the office, and that's not me. I'm not designed for the office, man. I'm pissing people off. I'm annoying people.
I'm 6 months. I'm 6 months now, full time working for myself, and like, it's not even about the mental health. It's like about the whole mindset, and like how it allows me to focus on other things now. Like, I didn't think someone who has ADHD, reading, writing disability, and all this, I didn't think I had it in me to run my own business. You know, I've got to put titles every day, descriptions every day. I've got to post stuff, pay for stuff, manage stuff, list every day. I've got but I just think I think it was someone the other day had a chat to me and said, "Oh, they didn't know me, but they were like, don't work too much, don't burn yourself out." And I said, it's the opposite for me. I said, I feel like every time I am listing my 10 a day, I'm like there's a reason behind it, and that reason I don't want to ever go back to doing that normal job. And the issue is that I will always have to go back to an office job because it does pay well. You know, it's going to get you 25 to 30,000 a year. But the issue is that I don't have any qualifications because I can't read, I can't write, so I can't do education. Education system doesn't work for me. So as you said there, like when you're in an office, and like literally an office job, you know, it sounds dramatic, but it really is a ball and chain around your leg and you're staring at a screen all day. And when you have ADHD and you're kind of like, you're a bit of a free spirit, you can't really sit and do one thing. It just doesn't work. And then you're in then that's why you become the naughty person, or that's why you wind up customers on.
That's why I got chucked out of school, mate. That's why I didn't finish school. I left school at 15. I left school at 15. I've got no qualifications.
All my lessons.
My plastering thingy. And I've got a couple of qualifications. I always put myself down, but I left school thinking I'm never going to make anything of myself. I've had 2 businesses that I set up myself. My plastering.
Thrift Up Look Sharp.
Now my first one was Mix Up Look Sharp, and that was my plastering business.
Yeah.
And then I had Print Up Look Sharp, which was my printing business.
Yeah.
We're on Thrift Up Look Sharp. I'm a bit like keep it synced. But I'd done college when I got chucked out of school. The deputy head said to me, "Max, Mr. Palmer, love to you, mate. He was a G." And I spent most of my last few years at school with that guy. Just like he used to get me doing his little jobs and stuff for him, like go and collect the registers from the other classes or pick this up. Or, he said to me, he's like, "Max," he goes, I told the teacher to F off or something. It was the last straw because I hated getting blamed for stuff I didn't do because I had that name. I was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and this geezer Paul chucked this chair down this stairwell, and like Miss Baker or whatever her name was, bloody never forget it. She was like started running at me. I was like, it wasn't me. And she started running. She was like, "Get out!" I was like, "It weren't effing me." I didn't even tell her to F off. I just said it weren't effing me. I remember Mr. Palmer saying to me, he's like, "Max, like, what do you want me to do, man?" He goes, "You've swore at a teacher." He's like, "There's nothing more I can do for you. I've tried to keep you in this school. What can I do?" He's like, "If I send you," he goes, "if you walk out now," he goes, "on good terms," he goes, "I think I can get you back to do your GCSEs." He goes, "Do you want to do that?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I don't mind. I really don't care." He was like, "Go and get a job." He goes, "and then come back for the GCSEs." So I went roofing. I was earning 200 quid a week within like 2 months. Like,
Nice.
Loving life. Hodding tiles up a ladder. I went back for the
nice.
GCSEs, absolutely flumped them because I went in mashed out my face most of the time. And yeah, I've never used them once, mate. I got my qualification in plastering when I went to Barnfield Tech, when I was about 16, 17. And I don't even think I passed my level 2. I stopped after level 1. I never once had to show my qualification in plastering to get on a building site. I was earning 200 quid a day plastering up in London, Covent Gardens, Whitechapel. If I was in local areas, 130 to 150 at the age of 18, 19, man. So I was making good money.
Yeah.
But then plastering, I think I've done it for 9 years, sorry. I weren't really enjoying that. I've wasted in that. And then I thought, I'm just going to set up my own business, man. And I did. I set up pretty much. Yeah.
Max, when you're doing plastering, is that like putting it on like people's toes or fingers when they cut themselves?
Put plasters on.
You get plasters out, like
little Band-Aid.
So like,
the little first aid box.
In Covent Gardens, because of all the cobbles there, because it's really crap, they kept falling over. Kept going, "I'm a plasterer."
Yeah, I need a plaster. Man, plaster. a pastor, not a plasterer. I was a pastor. You know, a vicar.
Reverend Max.
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. No, you just go past women and go, whoop, and then you used to go, you absolute pig. That's disgusting.
The minute I just done that, there's a guy walking past with his missus, and he definitely thought I just done that to his missus.
Yeah, and that's the thing. But that's the thing. He did it.
I ain't even joking.
And all the women went, "That's disgusting. That's absolutely disgusting." And then what used to get paid by their fellas to make them look like knights in shining armor, and that's what you were. That's what it's called, a pastor.
Yeah, pastor.
Yeah, but going back to education, man. We're in a world you don't need that stuff. Like my mum, she's got £1 million business. Like she doesn't earn $1 million, but it turns over £1 million. Do you know what I mean? But she didn't do school. And we're in a world you can start your own company on your phone. Like, I promote this message to young people because I try to inspire those that are struggling at school, because that was me, and that's how I think my job fits me so well at the minute, because I'm working in school. One of my first gigs with the organisation that I work for is I got on board not to work with the NCS, was to design a program called Health to Mind, and I went in there with me and 2 others, and we had about 3 months to design it. And it's all about therapy through physical activities. And I literally got all the research from internet. You know what I mean? I just exercise is more better than any antidepressant, things like that. Those sort of messages is what gave me the motivation and the knowledge of what would work on a program called Health to Mind. So I literally had 3 months, me, Brett and Ruth. Shout out Ruth. Brett's a melt. Anyway, he's gone. Yeah, we set it up, and we got, I think, our first few contracts was in a school in Luton, obviously needed, and it was 10 grand. They paid 10 grand. I didn't see any of that. I got paid what was I getting? I don't know, probably about 500-600 quid a week or whatever it was at the time when I first started. Obviously got a lot more now, but I left plastering to work for this organisation because the message and the feeling of coming back knowing that you're helping other people. Oh mate, I didn't give a shit about money. When I had 1 day experience with Here to Listen, I was like, I couldn't give a shit that I earned 200 quid on a building site. I'm coming back with dud elbows, my back's hurting. I look at my uncle. My uncle Gary, he's had tennis elbow on both elbows through plastering. Kev, my stepdad, he's been saying for the last 35 years that he's going to get out of plastering. He's bent over, he's crippled, his back is done. My older brother's a plasterer. My dad's a builder. Like I was bred into the building game, man, and I never wanted to do that. But I was good at it, but I didn't want it. So when I got a taste of this youth work, it's the most rewarding job I've ever done in my life. But this year, I think I said on the last live I came on with you guys, when I come back after Christmas, I literally never experienced anxiety like this before. I looked at my calendar, I had 11 weeks every day, Monday to Friday, 11 weeks at schools, 2 sessions a day. 2-hour sessions, some of them were 1-hour sessions, but twice a day for 11 weeks in different colleges, Bedford College and CBC, Central Beds. I felt like a teacher, and I didn't want that. I didn't sign up to this because I look at teachers, I respect teachers massively because they have it hard, and they start their job with passion, and they start doing their job.
Max, I don't. My wife's a teacher. I don't respect her at all.
Yeah, no, listen, your wife, yeah, she would have got into teaching because she's got a passion for helping people and teaching people, right? But what the system does, this is the world we're in. The system will squish every bit of passion before she knows it. If she's not careful and she doesn't work for a school that's actually,
mate, she's hacked it. She's hacked the system. She's hacked it. She's got a nut job husband she has to care for and look after. So it's all good.
She's got 2 kids she's got to run around after.
After us.
Seeing what teachers go through, man. Like all I'm saying is they get pulled from post to pillar.
She's trying to teach me how to eat, how to write, how to speak. You can see she's a southerner. She tries to get me to talk properly. I've got no idea.
James, you don't need to be able to write. The thing is, one of my mates, my younger brother went out with a guy I used to knock about with a few weeks back, and he said, "Oh, what's this? What's the crack with Dean?" I was like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "He's always talking to his phone." I was like, "Oh, Dean who?" He said, "Oh, Dean so and so." And I was like, "Oh yeah." I said, "He can't read or write." I said, "So when he gets messages and that, he speaks to, he gets for him to write speech to text."
Yeah. He uses the old. Theory.
It's changed around it, man. Like I say, I got all my education. I got my level 2 NVQ in health related fitness 4 years ago. My plastering thing was when I left school. School don't like if there's kids not listening. I don't know if there is, but like, it's a waste of time, man. School is a playground to learn the basics of like speech, I suppose, or like just socializing. It's other
Yeah.
than that.
I think
They're
I
teaching you.
think you're right, Max. I think school does teach you a lot, but it doesn't teach you the education. It teaches you the social aspects.
If you look
I
back at
think-
the go on.
I think the other thing is that in the school, the only thing that I don't think enough parents teach their kids because they don't want to scare them, but a lot of kids go, "Oh, I'm being bullied," or "This is this," or "This is that," and then they're in their head they're going, "Oh, but it'd be better when I leave school." It'll follow you throughout until the day you die. That
Yeah.
because
But I say that, James, that's reminding me of something actually. I said to someone the other day in a class, they said I said, what do you want to get from this? Like, we're going to be working with you for like 6 weeks. Like, what do you want to get from these programs? Like, we evolve the program for what they want as well. That's the good thing about what we do. And they said, most of them will say confidence. And we're like, so what do you need to do to get confident? And they're like, oh, well, I reckon I'll be confident like when I get a bit older. I was like I had that mindset. If you keep telling yourself you'll be more confident when you reach adulthood or when you leave school, you will never be confident. The only way to get confident is to start putting yourself in those situations, fail again until you do start to succeed. And then you'll realize, actually, this is nothing. Like, why did I put this aside for so many years? I've done it for about 6-7 years of my life. You know what I mean? I was not confident at school. I've seemed confident, but actually, if I got put on the spot and stuff, man, I crumbled. And I kept saying to myself, when I get a bit older, It don't work like that, man. It doesn't. But if you look at education, right, and this is a fact, and Elon Musk, who shares the same opinion, Elon Musk won't put his kids into a normal school. Most people that know what they're doing will not do it because the school system hasn't changed. It's prehistoric. The reason schools are set up the way they are, sit in silence, walking down the corridor silence, wearing a uniform, they're getting you ready for factory work. We're not in a world of factories no more. We're not in that industry. That hasn't changed since they died. You know what I mean? So why the hell are they still trying to condition our young people and our kids? Mason's often asked to be homeschooled. And if I had a brain, I would do it. But I haven't. So I can't. Sarah has either got the time to do it. I don't know about the brain, so she done actually pretty good at school, to be fair, according to her results. But I'd love to take him out of school because I think it's a complete waste of time. College is just as much, I suppose. It depends what you want to learn, man. But if you can take the basics from college, like the socializing, the social skills, because you look, every kid that I work with, every young person, they're like that all the time. They can't hold a conversation because they're always like that. So we're losing ability. What the world and the society is making is our young people, the generations that are meant to be taken over, they're becoming dumb, and they're becoming so numb to everything. Attention spans dropping.
My shed shaking with a helicopter going over.
I thought that was me.
Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. It's that shipment I'm dropping off.
The broccoli.
Hey, boy, he's a
Broccoli boy.
But yeah, it's a mad world, man. It's a mad world we're in. It is. It
certainly is.
And, if there's any teachers listening, I do take my hat off to you. I used to hate you all when I was at school. I thought school was the worst place. You couldn't keep me in there, really. But now you can't get me out of it because they pay me to go in there. So it's like, yeah, get me in. But I've seen one of the teachers that I really respect, Miss Mason, and she's one of the ones that got me on my first contract at one of the rough schools in Luton. And she proper cares for her students, man. And when I see what she gets put through each day, and it's like she's a senior as well. It's like she's getting pulled from post to pillar. She's not just doing that; she's doing lunch duty. She's trying to sort out the queue. She's got this. She's a safeguarding officer. She's like, I'm sorry, how can you do all this on your own? Just what they do. And I've not met many teachers, unless they're really, really, really young and just got into it, that are actually enjoying their job anymore. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, if you've got teachers that are not enjoying their job and they're stinking of alcohol and their passion's gone, what is that doing for our young people? That ain't doing nothing.
Max, how did you know about my missus stinking of alcohol?
She's been booking me more so than this.
All right. Your name isn't 15K.
Yeah, it's not 15K. Yeah, 15K moonwalk.
Moonwalk is that your
that's his Tinder name.
That's his Tinder name.
When she said it earlier, I was like,
15k moonwalk.
15k moonwalk. That's you, Max, isn't it?
I'll tell you what. I think
Right,
Crete's a
this-
bit more than 15k, all right?
This is the moonwalk.
Hey, it's 9:30. It's past the watershed. We
It
can
is.
do it.
It is out
Mate,
there.
Because I've got a white bum, man. It's well
Oh
white.
no, yeah. Because Richard, the thing is, Richard doesn't pull down with live, so your bum would always be on YouTube.
Oh dear.
If Broccoli Boys get a number one, we'll do it then. We'll
Yeah, we'll do it then.
Boys, before I think my battery might cut out. I'm going to go see if I can find a thingy. But can I just plug, just in case there is someone that is in the local area,
You can plug
if
whatever
anyone
you
is
want.
interested in this seasonal work or getting involved with what I do, right? We give you safeguarding training, mental health and wellbeing training, critical incident training. We train you in basic life support and first aid. You get certificates and all of that. We also, what else do we pay for your DBS? So we pay like, I think it's like 30, 40 quid. So we pay for all of that stuff. All you have to do is flipping turn up. If anyone's interested in earning 650, 700 quid for 2 weeks as a team assistant, there's no TL roles available, team leaders, but if there is, that's like 1,250 for 2 weeks. Drop a message at I don't know, get in touch somehow, but just, yeah, if there's anyone in the area, I thought, because we've been talking a lot about schools and that, there might be someone in the room that's like,
He's on holiday in Crete.
Huh?
You're on holiday in Crete, and he's still
I'm
working.
No, the thing is, mate, it's a family business, isn't it? I'll never switch off. That's what I get told off for. I always get family-run thing. It's not just family, but it's mainly family and friends that are almost family. Like Steph, my colleague, she's my best mate from day one. Dave, I don't see him no more, but she's his little sister. I remember Steph as a little baby, and now I'm working with her. She's telling me what to do. Do you know what I mean? She's going, Max, sort your fucking life out.
Yeah.
A week's worth of work, and you're going out. She's the one that filled up my calendar. I'm like, bloody hell, Steph, when did this happen? She's like, well, you're getting paid for it. It's like,
Nice.
yeah, but it is good. It is good. Yeah. Anyway, forget about work. Get that out. But I do need to get a battery pack.
You're locked out.
Max, what do you think this is?
That's a battery pack.
That's what I went upstairs for. I only popped on whilst I was repairing my discs, but obviously it's just like, it's the classic live. The thing is about these lives is that we're all such good friends now, because like we've all kind of, the live is almost like the chinwag. But I tell you what, it's nice being in the situation I'm in now, where I don't have to sit down and be a host. I'm just chilling even more. It's even better.
Yeah, no, I feel that, man. I'd fully agree. If I was in your position, obviously, Rich does what he does. Rich, you're a G, man. You're committed.
Rich is a G.
I can do it.
Rich is the biggest G.
I'm not a G. I'm not a G. I'm a broccoli boy.
Hey!
I'm a broccoli boy.
He's a broccoli boy. He's a
Well,
broccoli
I thought I'd just put it back in everyone's heads.
Right.
And
What's the chat saying anyway, Rich? Have we got anyone left in the chat?
Yeah, still loads of people. 44 people still out there.
44 still loving the broccoli boys.
Still loving it. I like when they use title instructor instead of teacher, because teaching implies learning and instructor makes no such implication, Uncle Albert says.
During the war, I used to be a broccoli boy.
During the war, we used to eat lots of broccoli.
During the war, we couldn't have broccoli because there wasn't any available. We had peas. We were called the Peas Boys.
So I'm going to be editing my Tower of London video tonight.
Oh, did you get clips? Did you get clips? No.
Good girl, Sarah.
Well done, Sonya Blade. Sonya Blade from Mortal Kombat there.
She gave you daggers when I was there, before the camera turned around. When she heard you say that, I turned around. She was like, "Oh, she's back out. She's coming.
Stop talking.
She's outside. What are you wearing my jacket for?
Because I'm cold.
You got all sun cream and that on, ain't you? I've had that for 10 years. Mason said to me earlier, goes, that's a nice jacket. I've always thought, Dad, when I was younger, that said New York. If I show you it, you see where if you recognise it.
Oh, yeah. It's the old classic Broccoli Boys.
It's the Broccoli Boys, Netherlands.
It's the Broccoli Boys.
Netherlands.
That was when I went to Amsterdam about 10 years ago in the good old days. And I bought that as a souvenir. And I've had it for like 10 years.
Yeah, and the thing is, Amsterdam is famous for the green stuff, and the green stuff is broccoli.
Mate,
Yes.
it's what I survive on.
You know, grind, get the old grinder up.
Popeye had spinach. I've got me broccoli.
You get your broccoli in your grinder. Put your broccoli in your grinder. Oh,
He's a-
I tell you what, actually, I sourced. I've got some CBD green stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, from here. It's legal. Like you can
Yeah,
just buy.
but that's supposed to be good for joints and muscle and everything.
This was like.
I don't mean joints. I'm talking
Yeah.
joints, like your joints.
No, literally, we walked into the first shop. It's a spa. Walk in the spa. They got this rack, and it's got like amnesia, bazooka, or lemon, whatever. Blah blah blah. I'm looking at it, going, "That's bloody," and it's got cannabis at the top. And I'm like, I said to the guy, I was like, "Is this proper?" Like, and he's like, "No, it's legal. It's CBD. So it's basically there's no THC or anything on it.
Yeah, it's just the oil.
Just the oil and stuff. But they code it.
Chris is saying that jacket looks better on Sarah.
Does,
Yeah, it does. But you ain't seen it on me, Chris.
Max, I've tried all the CBD stuff at BBC ITV 4OD. I've never tried it, but with someone like ADHD, what effect does that have on us then? What impact does that do for us?
Mate, I don't know.
What, CBD oil?
I've tried
There's loads of different things it does.
But you've got to be careful because there's places that will charge you a fortune for it, like Boots or something. They charge like 80 quid. My nan was buying it, and when I found out, I went absolutely mental because it
is expensive anyway. But you can get the CBD jellies in America. I think they do the gummies, the gummy bear thing.
Yeah,
but like. I think I was talking to James the other day, and I was saying that when I used to work for this transport company before, we used to have a contract with somewhere like a garden greenhouse nursery, and we used to pick up about 57,000 cannabis plants, drive them up north up to another place, and they used to make it into the oil for the young kids. And there was young kids that were having 100 up to 100 epileptic fits a day, and they'd have the oil that was made by these people, and that the fits would stop. Mate, literally, it stopped the fits.
I know there's a lot of fake stories out there, but all I'm saying
that's 100% true.
Yeah, Rich, I'm not doubting it, man, because I know people that I don't know them, but I've heard and read stories and seen documentaries, and these are actual people, like young kids that have been diagnosed with whatever, and they're getting injected with the oil, or they're doing this with the oil. And mate, I've not done that sort of stuff, but if ever I needed to, or my kids did, they're having it, whatever. Because for me, James, on the ADHD side, if I didn't have that sort of stuff or something similar,
very true, Chris.
I'd be more nuts than what you are now, man. But I'm dependent on that sort of stuff. So I've been having it for years since.
So see, obviously, I've like kind of self-medicated.
You are a question.
Can you change the subject? Who the do you think you are?
You tell him, Sarah. You tell him. You tell him, Sarah. You tell him.
You ain't no broccoli boy.
Can this is on?
Go on.
Right, so do you know that?
Come on, Sarah, get involved. Get on the camera.
Get on the
I don't
camera.
want to get on the camera. Do you, the pair of feeler shoes that we sold on eBay.
Oh yeah.
With the bread.
Oh fuck.
Come on, let's talk about some reselling stuff.
Yeah, go on.
Right, so.
Can I tell this? You tell it, because I'm embarrassed by this. By the way, people, I was fuming when she told me she was going to play ball. And if it's one of you people in the chat, honestly, shame on you.
I've just had the same message.
Go on, tell
So
me.
I put up a pair of old feeler
Mia's
trainers. And they sent me for 20 quid, but along with the offer had a message saying, "Hi, can you buy a loaf of white bread and stand on each slice of bread with the trainer?" So there's a trainer print on each slice of bread. Pack the bread in a bag and send them together.
Yeah.
Has anyone had that?
What do you mean?
What?
Yeah, that's normal. That's normal. Richard, go with it.
Yes, normal. That's normal.
No, but so I did it. I brought a loaf
No,
of bread.
you didn't.
I did.
You didn't.
I tried on every slice.
Sarah, come on.
I nearly divorced her.
And I sent it, and then they sent me like the 20 quid. But there's I uploaded another pair of trainers for sale, and I've just had exactly the same message.
It's someone in the chat. I'm telling you.
What?
Yeah, but
that's mental.
1 second. Too many cooks. 1 second. So you did this,
Yeah.
And then you sent it like they asked you and they paid you. What is it? Was this on eBay?
Yeah.
So what's wrong with that? The fact is that it worked. Do you give a shit?
Exactly.
Yeah, but the thing is, you're out of pocket by a loaf of bread.
I've seen all you sell trainers for that price without doing something stupid like that. That she's fucking spent £1.70 on a loaf of bread.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
then-
You're at the price of a loaf of bread.
Whatever it was, I don't care. But
Mate,
it's money.
no, I think she's right. I tell you what, that's fucking amazing. That's the best thing ever. I'm honestly going to do that more often. Every time I see a pair of trainers, I'm going to ask for a loaf of bread.
But I put up a pair of Adidas trainers before we come on holiday, and I've had the exact same message. Can you please buy a loaf of bread? I don't. Let me just check.
Don't give any full names, like, because only one or they don't get their full name, do you? GDPR.
I don't. Think
Well,
so.
actually, that's sorry, they're weird. Just give their name, give their address.
Someone needs to search loaf of bread fetish on eBay or shoes.
Eric's saying there's no proof that was him.
It wasn't Eric, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it is the same person.
That's fine then. If that's what they want, say
What they want you to. So they're obviously hungry, and they've got those shoes, and they
literally want me to get like every single slice of bread out the loaf.
Yeah.
Stand on with the trainers, so there's like a trainer print on
that's
every
fine.
single loaf of bread.
That's
All
fine.
back
That's
in
fine.
the loaf of bread bag, and then send
fine.
it off.
That's fine. If that's what they want and you keep selling it, I don't see what the problem is.
Yeah, I do, because she's losing out the price of a loaf every time.
Right. So let me finish. So there's your answer then. Next time when you list a pair of shoes, make sure that you do 2 times loaf of bread, the price extra.
Or just list the trainers with the stamped on slices of bread with it.
So they've sent me an offer for 20 quid. So if they really want this, I should send them a bigger offer, shouldn't I?
Yeah, 100%. So say to them, look, I'm willing to do it, but just say
I want if you want a loaf of bread and I've got to do all that work, I want 40 quid.
Yeah, and just say to them, last time, as you understand, I did the loaf of bread for you, and this is your second time. And also message them, right? Yeah, and this would be better. So I want to make sure my customer service is key. Do you want white or brown bread at this time?
Well, apparently Aaron's just saying that.
See, guess what? This is no BS either. She come back. This is no bullshit. She come back from the shop with the bread, and it was mouldy as well. She got halfway through, and there was mould in the bread. And
no! Well, Aaron in the chat, Aaron's saying that Adam Fliproom had the bread thing exactly the same. He made a video on his channel. So if you want to go and check Fliproom out, he's got a video on there where apparently someone's asked him to stand on bread.
That's made my point. That's made me right, because I said, Sarah, there's something fetish going on with this,
obviously.
Right? But the reason, the reason it pissed me off is because they asked originally for Mia, because they're Mia's shoes, right? They're kids' shoes. Yeah. So when they said, "Can you get your daughter to step on the bread?" Blah blah blah. It put my back up, and I said to Sarah, "I was like, what are you?" She's like, "I'm not going to get her to do it, but I'll just say yes, and then I'll put my the shoe and push it down." Yeah. But at the same time, then Sarah said she questioned it, and I said, "At least ask them why. Like, why would we want?" No.
But the other thing is, if this guy keeps buying all the time, I'm not being rude. But if he's paying 40, 50 quid a time, just say to him, look,
He's not, though. They got them for 20 quid. These were like brand new.
20.
No. But they looked, I've seen what these
but clearly, Max, this person has a fetish. Just say to him, literally go to the pound shop, buy a shitload of trainers and say, look, I've got 50 for you. And I'll do them at a tenner a time. Mate, this could be like, this is the reason why you left your job.
Paul is saying she used to sell her used tights on eBay.
Yeah, the next door neighbour.
That beats her.
So our next door neighbour, she was drunk one night and she was sitting on the sofa and she had a pair of socks on and she looked down at her feet and realised her big toe was sticking out her sock. So as a joke, she took a picture and she put it on Facebook Marketplace, like used sock, holy sock for sale. The next morning she had hundreds of messages like offering her 50 quid, 60 quid, 20 quid.
She sold it. Sock. She sold the sock, man.
No.
There's money to be made.
Mental.
This can pay for our next holiday in
But
Greece.
but the fact that I don't like this, this person, because we don't know who it is, but they said that they gave some bullcrap story to why they wanted it, and they said, "Oh, basically, we went round." What they said? We went round our neighbours for something to eat, and they gave me a sandwich, and then the daughter and the mum started laughing when we finished our sandwich, and I said, "Why are you laughing?" Oh, she stood on the bread, or she dropped the loaf of bread and she stood on it, and they still fed it to them, and I'm like. So what? Why are they getting you to do it? She's like, because they want to order this and then give it to their daughter for a present with a bread. But now they're ordering a second pair. That is a load of rubbish. They've just got a fetish and they want to eat bread that's been stood on.
100%. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. 100%. The
That's
thing is
proper
that,
weird.
Brum
Mad,
reseller.
innit?
That T-shirt I have in Brum reseller. Someone wanted to know how big the pan was, right? So he put a chicken as a joke. So, but then someone
They've
said
done
to
the
him,
trainers.
"Can I see you with a pair of shoes on? What size are they?" And Brum put his foot in it, and his toes manky as anything, and it's like hanging out of his shit. And he sent a photo of it, and obviously they're into like toes or foot fetishes. Like, honestly, this is the other side of eBay that like probably never gets talked about, which is the
dark
fetish.
side.
Yeah. Well, Mel back from Burnout, who we've had on our who we've had on our.
Oh yeah, for the Aussie.
Right. She sold her shoes that she had on with her costume when she did she went to a Australian fancy dress thing. She went as an air hostess, and she sold her shoes, and she said X air hostess shoes. She listed for something stupid like $60, $70, $80, whatever they were. They cost her $2, and they sold within 2 days. Some fetish person have got them. They're like sniffing them or whatever. Freaking honestly, like if you literally had no morals, you didn't care, you could make millions.
You sell anything, yeah, definitely. Chris is just saying, Max, are you going to revisit York? He enjoyed your tour film.
Who's that? Sorry?
Chris is saying, Max, are you going to revisit York? Enjoyed your tour film.
Oh yeah, that was bloody hell. That was quite a while back, wasn't it? Yeah, man. York was nice. It was good. I'd go back there. Definitely.
No, I remember that weird.
If you ever go in there, we'll do a collab. I'll meet you in York because I can get to York and back in a day. It's not a problem.
No way. I want to meet up with some people. I'll see your thingy as well. You're doing one soon, Rich.
Yeah, we got one in July, so yeah.
Well, I think July, August is whispers.
Yeah.
We're just confirming.
We're just sorting it all out. So.
Yeah, as soon as my van's done, man, that's a sore subject. That's just the money pit. I had to spend another. Don't even get me started. But once that's done, I'm going to start. Whether these want to come or not, I'm going to be traveling around the UK with Kev, my brother, with anyone that wants to come. And like I said to you lot before, if I'm not using the van and people want to use the van, and they're like, just as long as they pay for the wear and tear and stuff, man, I want to do some thrifting in that van. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Family, but it's basically.
Yeah.
A thrifting wagon.
You saved it. You saved it there, Max.
It was our life savings. We didn't have much money.
It's all right. You're not sleeping on the porch tonight,
mate. I've got my Lilo, man. He's
a lucky lad. Lucky lad and his Lilo.
I know. Oh dear, it's funny.
There's some things you can sell, man. There's like as long as they're paying, like I said to Sarah, they offered, it was 20 quid, and I said, at least ask for more.
Yeah, but they sent an offer for 20 the first time. Then
I'll sell my dirty pants if someone wants to buy them. You know what I mean? I'll literally, if someone's in the chat right now, they want a pair of my dirty socks or pants. I mean, I don't even got no pants on. Oh, I've got my monkey ones on, my silky ones. Look at these. If you want
very posh, very posh.
Silky monkey pants.
Oh, you know what time it is when they come out, mate.
Yeah, exactly. He's a broccoli boy.
He's a broccoli boy.
Broccoli boy.
Oh God.
My mate got done many years ago because I used to sell on eBay when I was about 17, 16. I must have been about 16, 17 when I was getting all those snide stuff from like Alibaba and that. I used to buy in bulk from Alibaba and I got banned straight away. But my mate, some guy I knew, he was a criminal, man, and he is a criminal, and I don't really like him. I ended up beating him up for a dispute once.
See you later, Paula.
But he used to sell photographs of things like a DeWalt drill, and he'd send a photo, list it as, I don't know, 90 quid or whatever, and then he'd send him a photograph of that drill, and in the small print on the listing it'd actually say this is for a photograph, so he was actually covered for a certain I used to go down the opposite. I used to try and be a little bit funny about it. And like a box of matches, you get 30, I don't know, how many you get, 30 matches in the box, 60, I don't know. You list a box of matches on eBay with no picture and just put 30 lighters for £1, and you spend 30 on a box of matches. But if you sent a customer a box of matches and there was actually 30 matches in that box, you're not actually, you've sent them 30 lighters. They're just one use. If you made £1 each time, you sold like, I don't know. You know
It was the coins, the coin holders. Do you remember we got loads of them?
Oh,
where you put the pound coins.
Oh yeah, I remember the pound coin holders. Yeah, I remember them.
I've got a few boxes of those off. Where did I get them from?
I think that was from Alibaba.
Yeah, I used to buy and sell. Like I said, I've been buying and selling all my life. My nan and granddad, we had a chat with my nan and granddad the other day. They come down. They was looking after me nan, my mum's house, and she was saying, "Oh, I've seen some of your videos and that, blah blah blah." She was saying, "You've been making a lot of money out of this selling and stuff." And I was like, "Yeah, it's all right." I was telling her about what you lot sell, and I said, most people I watch, they pay their bills, their mortgages by doing this, nan. She's like, "How did it start, Max?" I was like, "Nan, it was you that got me into this." I said, all them days when I was a kid, going to Jaywick boot sales, every time I went to it was boot sales, and I love that treasure hunt, and that has been in my blood since day dot. Do you know what I mean?
Nice.
And it used to be illegal stuff when I first left school.
Is she able to get the Broccoli Boys official music video? You know,
you are.
We need to get your nan in the official Broccoli Boys music
Broccoli Boys video. Yeah, my nan would be up for it. My granddad not so much.
Granddads are not that cool. Nans are the cooler ones.
Oh, my nan's cool, man. My nan is cool.
Your nan would.
My nan would definitely do it. My nan, she would as well, especially if she was going on YouTube. Bless her.
Yeah,
she's one of my biggest supporters.
Obviously, how you could edit it is it just starts off in her house while she's cooking a Sunday dinner. She gets the broccoli out, and then she just starts dancing around her house with the broccoli.
I'm going to do a little mini short. I'll do a short.
Puts the baseball cap on and spins it round.
I'm a broccoli boy. I'm a broccoli boy.
We had broccoli tonight, didn't we?
That'll be
if there's broccoli out tomorrow in the restaurant,
but that's
I'll do a YouTube short, and I'll get a plate full of broccoli. I'll go round with 2 plates of broccoli, singing in the restaurant. I'm a broccoli boy.
Oh, I can't wait to see that.
The back beat is that. Start with I'm a broccoli boy.
Oh look. Oh dear.
Mozzies are out now. We're getting bit left, right.
Yeah, well we're gonna finish up now anyway. It's been over 2 hours, and Tam and Belle are waiting to release their video. So thanks Max for coming on. Thanks Sarah for coming on. Cheers James for coming on.
I wasn't even planning on. Thank you.
No, exactly. And hopefully, guys, we'll see you all next week. Hopefully, you've enjoyed it as much as we have, because it's been a proper laugh. And
we wouldn't really care because we've had a laugh. But
exactly, we've enjoyed ourselves. So if you lot have to, it's a bonus. We'll see you soon.
Family, so
we'll see you all later. We've been live from Crete, from Littlehampton, and from Lancaster, and we'll see you all soon. See you later. Bye.